Good morning, good afternoon. Apologies for being a bit late. I was trying to get myself a tea before we started as well. And yeah, stage 11, Toulouse to Toulouse. The first day after the rest day. And this should be quite an exciting one. Of course, we got Ben Healy in the yellow jersey. Right now, the peloton are very frisky to say the least. They're really going for it. There's a lot of pressure being put on. They've been doing over 50 kilometers an hour, which I think is quite incredible as a start. So that just gives us an indication that the pressure is on. There were comments by Remco Evenepoel on the rest day as well. He kind of said that he's going to leave them to their own battle, and he thinks that, Tadej Pogačar is better than basically Mathieu Jorgensen and Jonas Vingegaard. But I mean, who is going to deny that as well? But the 119.5 kilometers left of the stage, Toulouse to Toulouse, it's not exactly a flat affair. It could potentially catch the sprinters out, and we could even get a breakaway as well. So there is a bit of a notion we could be seeing a breakaway. We will wait and see if that comes to fruition. But for the time being, there's 3 riders out in front, and we got riders in pursuit as well. We got Mara Schmidt, Bellerini, and Jonas Abrahamsen, the man who actually wore the green jersey and the polka dot jersey simultaneously last year, which was quite impressive. But Uno X, we'll see what they can do in this year's tour. They've got 10 more stages to prove their worth. Lenny Martinez, we're seeing him as well. We didn't cover that on the stream, but when he did take that polka dot jersey, it was 43 years or something, or 46. In the 40s anyway, since his grandfather also wore that jersey. So another connection with relatives to the pro peloton, which I think is quite fascinating as well. Great to have over 100 people in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from as well. Good morning to all our friends as well. Velosol, you're too kind. Andrew Mertler, very English name, and then very Danish surname. What are we saying as well? Evening chat. I hope you have a great to have so many people in the chat. Where are we all watching from today? Who do we think is going to win? A lot of people were getting annoyed in the preview that I thought that Bini potentially could have a chance. Not a lot of support for that theory. But Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert, if we could get that battle, that would be very impressive. 118 kilometers to go here. The peloton have about a 50-second deficit. The work at the front is Intermarché. Tudor, I think, is there as well. And it looks like we have got UAE Emirates. Is that UAE? Alpecin's up there for sure. Intermarché and a white jersey. But Kevin McLaren was a bit frisky as well towards the start as well. So we'll wait and see what McLaren can do. I mean, many of these top 10 favorites will be a bit nervous about this kind of stage. Not exactly flat, not exactly hilly either. So it's kind of not quite a puncher's dream, not quite a sprinter's dream. Somewhere in between sprinter and puncher, I think. And we'll see if Mathieu van der Poel wins. Great to have Tom as well in the chat. Total Energy is saying, good job, Alex. Further back, let's try. Well, I couldn't read that at finish, but Alex is Alex Delettre, who's currently sitting in that second group. They're saying there's about a 45-second gap to the front for them as well. So we will wait and see. Clifton Dunn saying, do we see Scott this morning with a haircut? Well, absolutely not. I'm still holding out. I don't know what I'm holding out for. I think it's the fear of getting a French barber. I've never actually had my haircut in France, so by a French barber. So yeah, what's the worst that can happen? They absolutely take all the hair off, and then have to go all the way from the bottom to the top with the hair again. But Orange County in the chat as well with Timothy. Great to have you here. We'll see what happens. There's many teams that haven't taken a stage win this year in the Tour de France. So there is a lot of work still to be done by a lot of teams if they're going to kind of get something out of this. Obviously, Tudor Pro Cycling in their first ever Tour de France want to try and do something if they can. Will it be today? Not quite sure. Juan Philippe, he was trying to get up the road, but that was quickly brought back. So we'll wait and see if he can do it, but I don't think so. I think Julian Philippe is a bit of a spent force, it seems. He was good in the Tour de Suisse. We had a bit of glimmer of hope there, but I don't know. Wout van Aert being mentioned a lot in the preview, and a few of you mentioning in this stream. Yeah, we'll look at the finish as well, a bit deeper into the race, and see if that is going to have a bit of an effect. It's not that long, that 12.4 kilometer finish, so yeah, we will see. But there's 4 Castrized climbs on the day. We've got some way until the intermediate sprint. Jana to Milan could certainly be up there, but yeah, I think most people are thinking it's going to be a break. I don't know. Intermarché Wanty are pulling, so maybe they saw the preview as well and thought this could be an opportunity. Obviously, they want to try and leave with something, and when you have won the green jersey and 3 stages the year before, obviously you want to try and capture something from that as well. But we'll see if they can do something here. We'll see. But yeah, Remco Evenepoel, very interesting comment, I think, on the rest day. Just saying that he might not be able to match the 2 aliens, as many people refer to them. So we'll see if he can do it. If he is just going to be going for that battle as well, that 3rd place battle. And he is very strong, of course. His team is fairly strong. It's not... They are missing that Landa, I think. Definitely missing Landa. So we'll wait and see. But right now we're seeing Intermarché and EF Education Easy Post with Lotto towards the front. Is Lotto going to try and do an attack here? Yeah, not sure. But this is what UAE wanted. They didn't want to do the work here. They are nowhere to be seen towards the front. Actually, we can see Tadej Pogačar wearing the rainbow jersey. Maybe Tadej just, he wants to win stages in the rainbow jersey. But yeah, we're seeing Narvaez. Narvaez just getting a mechanical or bike change. We're doing everything to not count all the mechanicals here. We're just used to it by now. Great to have Ronda in the chat as well. In Canada, what are we saying? Nice screen pick. Healy looks good in yellow. So pleased for him. And Ireland. Yeah. He seems very, very humble. Very nice guy, I think. So, yeah, that was really good to see. And the team were very happy. So, yeah, good to see. This is the kind of the stories. But it looks like the peloton have slowed down a bit. So, is this the day's breakaway? Is that the consensus that we've got up towards the front? Mara Schmidt, David Ballerini, Jonas Abrahamsen, Marco Haller in the chase, though. They're not joined up to the free riders up in front. And Alexander Delettre. So that could be that could be our breakaway. Brian saying, did you hear that ASO is not happy with pro cycling stats? Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, ASO, they like to earn their coin, and they were a bit annoyed with Pro Cycling Stats putting their logo on their van, which a camper van, which I'm like, oh, come on. But we're getting a bit of a fragmentation from the front of the peloton here. 3 riders, 2 AG2R riders. We'll see who it is. We'll get an update. So AG2R obviously haven't really gotten anything out of this year's Tour de France either. Have they? Gal hasn't won a stage. I'm just making sure, because sometimes it all blends into one, doesn't it? I don't think they won anything. No. I think they got minor... Didn't they get an intermediate sprint with Bruno Moraine, something like that? What are we saying as well? Interesting thought. Scott, you're wondering if Tadej wants to win stages in Rainbow. Maybe so, to announce he's not afraid of the curse. Maybe. Does he even care about the curse? Yeah, probably not. He's proving all the curses wrong in cycling. But we're seeing a bit of a movement here, so a counter move with a Cofidis rider, Alpecin rider as well. Not much of Van der Poel, sadly. Ineos Grenadiers as well with with British armband, so that's probably Connor Swift, and Movistar rider there as well. So there's a few teams also wanting to be present there in that front breakaway. There is a chance this is going to be a break. There is a chance. We'll see. Not sure Intermarché, just send Binny up here in the break. If you, do that. And then he could pick up the green jersey and he could take the stage win. But, yeah, they don't really do that with Binny, which is a shame. Astana with Ballerini. Ballerini, a former Omloop Het Nieuwsblad winner, as we know. Italian sprinter, lead-out man, classics guy. Mara Schmidt, double Swiss national champion, wanting to try and get something here for Jaco Al-Ula. former stage winner in the Giro d'Italia, and then obviously Jonas Abrahamsen wants to be the first Uno X stage winner of the Tour de France ever. But in this pursuing group, so they've actually joined up. There's a bigger group now. Marco Haller, Clément Bertin, Trochon. I need to learn his name. Bastien Trochon. And then we've got another group, 4-rider-man group. Is this Geraint Thomas? I don't think it's Geraint Thomas, but it is definitely a former British national champion of. Yeah, I think it is Connor Swift. So Connor Swift, a very good rider. The way he won that British national title while he was riding for Madison Genesis was very good to see. But not really able to ride for his own chances these days. So we'll see what he can do into this race. Wout van Aert here, he's just getting a bottle. A lot of focus on him. He's behind the peloton right now. What are we saying as well? Mathieu van der Poel, sorry, just got on. What happened to him? Is Mathieu van der Poel out of the race? Is that, or am I? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Mathieu van der Poel. No, I don't think. Yeah, I think he is still in the race, but he's not here. There was 3 non-starters, DNFs, after stage 10. Søren Varechol leaving the race. Gorg Zimmermann didn't start the race, and Marian Vandenberg from EF Education Easy Post. So we're down to 172 riders. No one left after the rest day, so the 172 riders are still here. I don't think we've actually had that many riders leave the race as well. I think we have had a somewhat steady Tour de France in terms of not losing riders. Marge is saying Milan looks like the favorite today. We'll see. It depends on that final climb, but that final climb could get rid of Tim Merlier, could get rid of Milan as well. Who I think Intermarché have thrown a rider up here. So Intermarché, Manus Core, I think they've also thrown up here. So it's a bit of a mess right now. This is obviously what often happens in the first hour of racing with the formation phase of the breakaway. But it is Connor Swift. It's Sandro Maurice, the Alpecin rider, Gregor Mulberg as well, Benjamin Thomas, very good rider on the track, and yeah, Connor Swift. Connor Swift, former winner of the Trobron Leon as well. Remember, he did used to ride for Team Arkea Samsic as well on the Pro Continental level, shepherding around Nairo Quintana. But I mean, since the Trobron Leon, there hasn't been much individual success for him, really. He was 6th in the individual time trial this year. But yeah, not really anything. A 3rd place in the Route de la Sol as well, where, yeah, he didn't win it on that day, unfortunately. But there's a lot of riders who are gunning for that breakaway today. Toulouse to Toulouse is where they've been having their rest day. 109 kilometers still to go here. 49.7 kilometers until we get to that intermediate sprint. So now they're putting in the intermediate sprint countdown. That's quite useful, actually. Tomorrow we've got the Hautacam. That's going to be absolutely mythical, potentially. And today we've also got the Tour of Russia is happening right now. So that is a race that is happening. Yeah, that would be quite. You would think like the Tour of Russia would be like a 3-week stage race, but it's not. It's a 7-day race apparently, so not too long. Mostly Kazakhstan riders, Belarus riders, and Russian riders, obviously. But 108.6 kilometers here. The break is still kind of trying to form. Plenty of riders up and down this lane now. But who's going to be making it in here to the final selection? And are the breakaway even going to stay away? That should probably be our next quiz as well. Or poll. Is this one for the breakaway? 250 of you got involved in the chat. But will the breakaway stay away today? Yes or no? Pretty easy. I think many teams are hoping for that scenario. We'll wait and see who's going to be able to do that. But 108 kilometers, and they are going to be joining up these 2 chasing groups. There's about 9 seconds between the 2 chasing groups up to that trio we talked about Ballerini, Schmidt, and Abrahamsen. So, yeah, there's still a long way to go here. It's quite funny on the broadcast. They're showing the bikes now as well. So the bikes keep showing up which is quite funny. But for the time being, it's looking fairly interesting here for the riders. Are they going to be able to really push on this breakaway? Are they going to be allowed to? Are they going to be let go by Intermarché and EFA Education Easypost, who seem to be the riders or the teams dictating the terms at the front? We will wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking fairly good here. It's looking fairly good for the break. It's still early days. Obviously, we've got a long way to go on this stage still. But who's feeling fresh after the rest day? That is the big question here. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, AG2R definitely want to try and get something up here. They are definitely one of the teams that lost out a bit and haven't quite got that result that they were maybe going for here. Yeah, we'll get the top 10 as well, and then we can talk about the top 10 of the GC, because we haven't really talked about that too much. So yeah, I think we are gonna, well, I don't know, it could be a break. I would throw Binny up in here if I was Intermarché, but I'm not being paid by the strategy department if they have that. But for the time being, it's settling down, and we'll see who's going to take this. Simon Yates, very, very good victory by him. Many people were criticizing it as well for being a bit of a wheel sock exercise. He didn't really do too much, but he was, of course, being used as a bit of a pawn as well, flirting with the idea that they were going to use him as a satellite rider. Let's do the top 15, because that gives us a bit more of a interesting picture of who's actually gonna be fighting for the top 10 position. But we're seeing Cofidis having Benjamin Thomas in there, as we said. We'll see if these three groups melt together. The third group that we're looking at right now, they have only got about 20 seconds on the peloton, so they will need to just increase the tempo a bit if they're going to stay away. But in terms of that top 15, as we just wait for the breakaway to form a bit, we can see, obviously, well, no, not obviously, Ben Healy is leading this. So Ben Healy is our man right now in that jersey. 29 seconds ahead of Tadej Pogačar, who moved down one place. Remco Evenepoel, he sits 1 minute behind. And yeah, we in terms of recap, we're still seeing the break formation happening. It's a bit of a nervous time right now, but in terms of that GC, Remco Evenepoel still third place. Jonas Vingegaard still in fourth place. And then you've got Mathieu Jorgensen also in top 5, 2 minutes and 6 seconds. There's only about 20 seconds between Jonas Vingegaard and Mathieu Jorgensen. Kevin Vauclain, really the man who lost out on stage 10 in terms of these top riders. Oscar Onley in 7th place. 8th place, Lipovic. Roglic in 9th place. Tobias Halle Johannessen moving into the top 10 for the first time. Well, was it the first time? Maybe not, but he definitely moved into the top 10. And we're seeing Picnic Postenal here just pushing on. Picnic Postenal don't have any rider in this break either. Maybe they should send Tobias Lund Andresen up there. That would be quite good. He's a very good, robust sprinter as well. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm not in charge of their tactics either, so we'll see what they can do. But they have a good result right now with Oscar Onley. Not sure if they're going to, well, how deep he's actually going to be able to do this. But Intermarché are doing everything to kind of close this down now. They've not got any rider in there, and they're thinking about Binny's chances, or maybe someone else. It's not all about Binny for them. That's what they said at the team presentation. They said he is their strongest card, but obviously things can change as well. 104 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Yeah, we still have a bit of a messy situation at the front, but we still have Mara Schmidt, Ballerini, and Jonas Abrahamsen, and then the chasing groups trying to join up to these three riders. But it's a fast pace here. They were going around 50 kilometers an hour in the first. Well, I'm not quite sure how much that time was, but they were definitely going very fast in the beginning. So we will see if they can keep this up. I don't think they will. They'll start to settle down once the peloton are a bit happy with who is in the break. But out of these riders, they're saying we've got about 12 riders out in front here, and the best GC rider is, no more than 21 minutes. So it's not exactly like they're a GC threat. Jonas Abrahamsen, he took the solitary point on that first catch rise climb as well. So 1 point going to the Norwegian. And we will wait and see how deep into this stage he's going to be able to do it. Now it's Groupama FDJ at the front. Groupama FDJ are at the front now. So it's really a lot of teams not happy about this. We saw Picnic Personnel. We saw, yeah, a lot of riders. Apparently this is the second fastest opening average speed for the first hour of this year's Tour de France. The only one that was faster was stage 7 at 53 kilometers an hour. But yeah, we will wait and see. 102.6 kilometers still to go. They are going fairly fast. They're not agreeing with this break right now. So we will see what they can do here deeper into this as well. But Groupama FDJ, who I think they should have sent Romain Grégoire up here. Maybe if he's got a few bullets, he could be a really good rider here for that climb. But Wout van Aert as well, he's up towards the front here. Is he going to try and get in the break? Tim Wellens up here. Maybe he could try and get in the break as well. So there's a lot of pressure here. A lot of teams are not happy with the selection right now. They're going to try and get their man into this break here. So we'll wait and see. Yeah, get involved. Do you think the breakaway is going to stay away? Many of you don't. 55% of you say no, but I mean 45% of you say yes, so that's still a fairly big chunk supporting the breakaway as well. 101.7 kilometers still to go here of this stage. Are we gonna get that win? Yeah, we will see, but I mean there's so many teams that are yeah, there's a lot of teams that are missing a stage victory, that's for sure. They definitely need a stage victory, a lot of these teams. Obviously, just to show off their sponsor on the biggest stage in the cycling calendar. And yeah, right now it's not looking good for many of the teams. Total Energies, obviously, they haven't, yeah. They took a stage last year, as we know, but yeah, we will wait and see here. But we're just seeing a motocross bike on the side of the road, almost less than 100 kilometers here. We still have the peloton at about 55 seconds here. The free riders out in front still maintaining the gap to the two other groups. So it is a fairly fast, yeah, it's almost 52 kilometers here. So Ballerini, Schmidt and Abrahamsen are really pushing on here towards the front and not letting up at all. Not letting up. They're really pushing on here. So we will wait and see if they can keep this way up all the way. But yeah, they're doing a very, very good job here, I have to say. Very good job. So in terms of best performing teams so far, obviously it's UAE Team Emirates. We've had stage wins from EF Education Easy Post, obviously with Healy, Lidl Trek, Visma Lisa Bike, 2 from Alpecin, 3 from Sudal Quickstep, and 2 from UAE Team Emirates as well with Tadej Pogačar. So no victory for Picnic Personnel, Uno X, Bahrain Victorious, Arkea BNB, Intermarché, Ineos Grenadiers, Lotto, Groupama FDJ, Decathlon, Movistar, Cofidis, Jayco, Israel. Where's Israel? They should be up here in this move. XDS Astana. No Astana here either. Wait, no, Ballerini. Red Bull Bora equally, and Total Energy. So there's a whole host of teams that have not won anything. There's only 6 teams that have won a stage or more. So, yeah, you would have thought that we would have a bit more of a fight here. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. What are we saying? EF radio wasn't breakaway friendly either. Ooh, okay. So, this breakaway is maybe limited. But Connor Swift up here, that is a nice change. Obviously, EF Ineos Grenadiers have a bit of a strange one, don't they? We'll see if they can do something here. But a lot of teams not going to be happy with this situation. They're going to try and drag this back if they can. And then we'll probably get a counter move or... Yeah, it's a pretty open situation right now. Pretty open situation. And we'll see if anyone is really just going to increase the tempo a bit here out of the teams behind. Yeah. Horticam coming tomorrow. That should be very, very good to see. Big battle, showdown between Jonas Vingegaard and Tadej Pogačar. Obviously, we're going to do the stream about that tomorrow as well. And for the time being, it's looking fairly good here. Well, for the break? Not really. It's still quite a tight leash. They haven't quite let go. The elastic hasn't snapped. Is it going to snap today? I'm not even sure. We're seeing Groupama FDJ at the front. Yeah, there's a lot of teams not happy with not getting riders in there as well. So, it would have been better if we had like 40 riders in the break, then probably would have had a bit of a chance to stay away, because then all the teams behind would probably be happy with the break. But 98.4 kilometers, Schmidt, Ballerini, and Jonas Abrahamsen. 3 riders that we have not talked about in this year's Tour de France. Or obviously, Abrahamsen, as I mentioned earlier, was the guy that wore both the green jersey and the polka dot jersey at the same time last year. Winner of the Brussels Cycling Classic last year as well. Second in Dwarfstor Flandern last year. And second on stage. And second in the Dwarfstor Hageland as well. So, good year last year. This year, not really the same. I mean, he finished 7th in the Dwarfstor Hageland this year, and that's about it for him. But Groupama FDJ are really pushing on here at the front of the peloton. Wout van Aert sitting around third wheel, so could he maybe be a bit interested in this? It looks like the Connor Swift group is going to be brought back here. The Connor Swift group is going to be brought back, so yeah, they were not too happy about this. So it looks like we are going to get one of the 3 groups out in front being brought back. So commiserations to Connor Swift. It's probably not going to be his day today, unfortunately. But we had Quinn Simmons trying to get in the break as well. We had Kevin Vauclain moving a bit. A lot of riders were moving. So, yeah, very interesting to say the least. So, we'll wait and see. But for the time being, Total Energies, Movistar, they're all trying to get up the front here as well. Lawrence Piffy was asked at the start of the day if he was going to be involved in the break, but he said he was going to be on duty for the GC riders, so he's not going to be attacking off here. Romain Gregoire is many people's favorite. Wout van Aert here coming to the front now. Wout van Aert, what is he going to do here? Wout van Aert absolutely pushing on the pressure right now. And he's just increasing the tempo and just stringing out this peloton a bit more now. So this is a bit of a straight line now. So a bit of nervous times for many people, because Wout van Aert is coming to the front. Maybe he's got a bit of interest in this. A few people saying that they would love to see a Mathieu van der Poel showdown with Wout van Aert. But yeah, I mean, I think we all would love to see that. Is that going to happen? We will wait and see. But we still have Schmidt, Ballerini, and Abrahamsen out towards the front here. Are they going to be able to do anything today? Are they going to be able to keep this advantage up? That fast start, I mean, they only have 21 seconds now. Only 21 seconds of an advantage on the rest of the field. So it's not a lot now. It's definitely not a lot here. So, yeah, commiserations to them. I think they are going to be brought back shortly. And then we're going to get a new formation or new break of forming. So that was a bit of a shame for them. But we'll wait and see. Many groups, many riders trying something. And yeah, those 3 groups have been swept up now. So the peloton are the second group on the road. AG2R still not content with this. Wout van Aert's on the move now. We've got Ivan Romeo on the move as well. So there is a lot of counter moves happening now. This is what we normally don't see. Because, normally we start after the break is formed. But the break is forming right now in front of our very eyes. Trying to do their best to get in this move. But AG2R, is this Bastien Trochon again? Is that him? We will wait and see. But that move is being marked by a whole host of riders here. I think Binyam Gamay is trying to make himself get into that break. I think that would be a very smart move by him. If Intermarché could get him and one of his teammates in the break, that would be very, very good. So we'll wait and see. But great to have 400 people in the chat. We've got 95.8 kilometers still to go here. 22 seconds the peloton have to bridge up to the riders we have up in front. We were talking about a bit Jonas Abrahamsen. One career victory with the Brussels Cycling Classic. It was Bruno Amarai was the AG2R rider who was attacking. So Bruno Amarai doing a very good job. But David Ballerini, we haven't talked much about him. What? He was a former European champion. In the junior ranks. Okay. Junior ranks? Was that the... That can't be the junior ranks. That must have been... It says the European Games, which I think is different to the European Championships. Obviously, former Omloop Het Nieuwsblad winner in 2021. Winner of the memorial race Marco Pantani. Won the Coppa Bernocchi as well. Ooh, some very good results, actually, in those autumn races. So we'll wait. Even third in Grand Piemonte as well. Second in the Brussels Cycling Classic in 2020. So a lot of good results for him. But yeah, Ballerini, we'll see what he can do here. Can he get another stage, or can he get another victory? He's won 2 stages of the Tour de la Provence, but never any Grand Tour victory. This is his 3rd Tour de France as well. Signing with Astana for 2024, and this is his 2nd year with them. He's got 2 more years on his contract as well. So we'll see what he can do. But right now we're seeing Groupama FDJ trying to move up the front here of the peloton. A very agitated peloton. Very, very eager to see here what's going on. What will happen. Great to have so many familiar names in the chat. John Kelly, what are we saying? A lot of teams must want those green jersey points. Yeah. And mechanical here for Pascal Acorn. So, yeah, a lot of worrying times here. A lot of teams getting caught out. We are going to see what happens here. But great to have so many people in the chat. Great to have Eric Brown as well join. And smash the like button as well. We're only on 68 likes. So I'm sure we can get to 200 very quickly with over 400 people in the chat. But for the time being, it's looking fairly good here for anyone who wants to get in the breakaway. Not for the free riders out in front. They're absolutely battling to keep their advantage as alive as possible here. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. But right now, it's looking a bit worrying for them. Yeah, probably not the best situation for them right now. We're seeing, who's this? Pascal Acorn, that we talked about earlier, the Soudal Quickstep rider. And who else have we got? We've got, who's this? Lotto trying to get in this as well. I mean, Anna Deli would be a great rider for this kind of parkour, I think, if he's on form. Absolutely would be immense to get him up there. Lotto not getting anything really out of this. He got a 3rd place. Was it on stage 9? I think he got a 3rd place. But 93 kilometers still to go here. 24 seconds, 25 seconds even. And we'll wait and see what can happen here on the stage. But 23 seconds here, it's not looking promising. And make sure to stay hydrated. Today, not coffee, but tea. Because coffee... At this time, yeah, I can't sleep then. But tea is alright. But Wout van Aert and Kampenaerts up towards the front now. What are they going to do here? Wout van Aert and Kampenaerts. Are we going to see the Belgians? I mean, someone like Tish Benoot would be a great candidate for a win if he could be let go. So we'll see. We're monitoring this situation quite closely now. But still 23 seconds, 92.3 kilometers. This stage is flying by now. They're absolutely flying by this stage. So, yeah, maybe we're going to see the fastest average of a stage today, even faster than some of the other days. But for the time being, yeah, 92 kilometers here. 92 kilometers still left. Oh, we're going to see Wout van Aert up towards the front. Come on, Wout. We want you in that break. Tour de Pro Cycling looking fairly interesting in this. Being marked down by Victor Kampenaerts here. And Quinn Simmons up towards the front as well. I think I just saw Tobias Foss as well, the Norwegian, former Tour de l'Avenir winner and former Norwegian double champion, former time trial champion as well, as we know. But 20 seconds now, it's coming down. Victor Kampenaerts, he's absolutely getting to the front here, motoring, getting Wout van Aert in maybe a launch pad situation. So we will see, but it's a bit of a tight situation now. They're coming on a bit of a descent here, so it's a on-off at the front here of the peloton. They're not quite working together to try and form a move. But yeah, we'll wait to see here. We'll wait to see. This is going to be a bit of an interesting break formation. Now Bahrain victorious with a Total Energies. I think that's Mathieu Bogodo on his wheel. So is this Matej Mohoric? Well, I mean, it could be anyone. The Bahrain victorious guys with the helmets. Yeah, we'll just see. But for the time being, Arnaud Demar having a bit of problems here. Flat tire for him. So Arnaud Demar hasn't really... Wait, when was the last time we saw a Tour de France stage from him? back in 2018. So the 33-year-old has had a long drought without a Tour win. Obviously, he's taken wins in the Giro since. Fred Wright and Mathieu are the two riders trying to escape up the road here. So, yeah, Bahrain Victorious, obviously one of the teams who haven't really gotten too much out of this year's Tour. Obviously, they have the polka dot jersey with Lenny Martinez, but can they get more? They want a stage win. They want a top 10 finish as well, but I don't know if the top 10 finish is going to be viable at this stage. But Mathieu with Fred Wright, they're just trying to make themselves get away from this peloton now. So they've got about a few seconds of a lead to that. Yeah, they've got a few seconds of a lead, and we'll wait and see what's going to happen here. Are we going to see a stage win? We will wait and see, but it's going very well right now. It's going very well. So, yeah, the stage win is well and truly not decided right now. We could see, we could see a very interesting dynamic being played out here by many of these riders. And who's it going to be? That is the big question. Are we going to get a stage victory from Wout van Aert, Biniam Girmay, Tadej Pogačar? I mean, anything can happen, as we know. So, yeah. It's looking very, very interesting here, to say the least. But who is going to be winning this stage? That is the big question. So, yeah. We will wait and see. But right now, it is just Mathieu and Fred Wright trying to get up the road here. Are they going to be able to do it? Yeah, not quite sure here. Not quite sure. We will wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking fairly good here. Looking fairly good for the riders. Well, not really. They only have about 27 seconds here. We're seeing Mathieu van der Poel, so that was someone that they were wanting to do something with, and it doesn't look like he's too interested in this stage. So Mathieu van der Poel, I don't know if it's going to be his day, if he's going to do anything here, but yeah, we'll wait and see. Certainly has had a very good start to the Tour, stage win, wearing the yellow jersey for 2 stints as well. But maybe he's just going to be in for his teammates here. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Yeah, are we going to get a stage win from Mathieu van der Poel later into this Tour de France? That is a good question. Maybe. But yeah, he hasn't really performed well deeper into a race. So he is a classics rider, as we know. We'll see if he can recover here. He was commenting on the recovery rate of some of the GC riders, and he's just absolutely astonished how well they recover. So we'll see if he's going to be able to do it. But yeah, I wouldn't put any money on Mathieu van der Poel winning another stage. Never won a second stage in a Grand Tour ever, which is a crazy stat when you think how incredible he is of a rider. And then you think how many Paris-Roubaix and other titles he's got to his name. So, yeah. But we're seeing Adam Yates towards the back here as well. Adam Yates, what can he do here? Very, very interesting rider, as we know. Potentially could be in the mix later on. And, yeah, we'll see what he can do here. We'll see what he can do in the stage. And, yeah. Are we going to see a stage victory here? That remains to be seen. But, yeah, I don't know. 87.2 kilometers still to go here of the stage. And we will wait and see. But for the time being, this break, it's not quite forming a sustained effort here. And we will wait and see. We will wait and see if we are going to get a stage victory from these guys. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a break with the tension being so high here in the peloton. 86.8 kilometers. Fred Wright and Mathieu still working fairly well at the front. So, yeah, we will wait and see. We will wait and see. but it's looking quite tight here. It's looking quite tight. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're quite nervous, the bunch. A lot of these teams want something out of this. It is kind of a stage where it's not quite, it's not quite, what are we saying? It's not quite anyone who is, it could be a sprinter, it could be a puncher, it could be somewhere in between. And there could potentially be the option of having a rider. Well, a breakaway could happen. So I think that's why many of these teams are very nervous. They've got 39 seconds now, the front trio. So are they just going to get Mathieu Bogodo and Fred Wright into that mix? I think that would be a very strong quintet. So we will wait and see here. We'll wait and see. But yeah, the bunch very nervous about this. They're very, very nervous, I think. They just want to try and maintain the pressure out in front. They want to do their best, keep that pressure on. And right now we're seeing Schmidt, Ballerini, Jonas Abrahamsen as well. But who is going to be winning that stage? That is the big question. Astana, no wins from them. No wins from Jayco, no wins for Uno X. No wins from Bahrain or Total. So it's 5 teams. If they do actually form this break together, that will be able to, will just be fairly good, fairly comfortable for them if they can do this. But right now, 85.2 kilometers still to go here of the stage. They're still working very well at the front, as we've been saying. So we'll wait and see if they can actually do this. It's looking very good here. It's looking very good for these guys. Now with the riders behind coming up, potentially they could join up here. And then 5 riders is better than 3 riders. 5 motivator riders are certainly very good. So we'll wait and see. It should be a fascinating one, to say the least, for these guys. It's almost a minute now. So the peloton have let it go a bit more. So the peloton have just let it go. And maybe this is the beginning of the end for the peloton actually having a chance here. 84.5 kilometers. We're getting ever closer to that intermediate sprint as well, coming up the road. So yeah, this is looking interesting now. I think the intermediate sprint, obviously the sprinters are going to get involved in that. But Intermarché not throwing a rider up here, bit of a mistake, I think. Throw Lawrence Rex if he's still in the race. Throw someone up here. They brought a very tall outfit. It's not quite a puncher's dream. So we will wait and see here. But for the time being, 83.9 kilometers. No UAE rider, no Visma rider. No teams with a stage win this year's Tour de France is up here. But it looks like the pace is just being taken out quite a bit here. So the peloton are not looking too interested in this right now. So yeah, we will wait and see. Fab Cycling is saying Merlier for the win. Great to have Bruce in the chat as well. But Ballerini, Abrahamsen, and Schmidt are the riders out in front. Are we going to see a stage victory from any of these guys? That remains to be seen. We will see. Here. But for the time being, it's fairly. Yeah, I think the two riders are coming up now. The 2 riders are joining Mathieu Bogodo, and the other riders, they're both joining up now. So they have joined up now. Mathieu Bogodo with Fred Wright, they both joined up. So that is very good from these 2. We will wait and see what happens here. But they're doing a good job here to stay up towards the front. 1 minute and 13 seconds now. So it is just coming up a bit here. No Lotto in here. No Tudor either. There is a Total Energies. So there's a fair amount of teams that missed this breakaway that should probably have been in it. Alpecin even could have tried to get in this as well. They did try, but obviously they didn't manage to. But a missed opportunity potentially, or do they think that the break might be doomed? 1 minute and 19 seconds, 20 seconds. Obviously the break is growing now. But 5 riders out in front now. 5 riders. Bahrain, Jayco Ula, Astana, Total Energies, and Uno XR are 5 teams that have managed to get a rider up there. Jayco Ula and Bahrain just coming towards the front of the peloton, just trying to slow up things as well, trying to extend this leash that the riders have. So, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good right now for the riders out in front. And just getting helped by their teammates behind them. So, looks like they're in a fairly good situation now. This break has been let go. This is the break of the day. The tension has been taken out of it. And now we sit back and we're going to see what happens here. Are we going to get a stage win? That remains to be seen. So, yeah. We will wait and see. Could be a very interesting one, to say the least. But, yeah, for the time being, 1 minute and 37 seconds, 38 seconds. The lead is well and truly building up. Fred Wright, Mark Schmidt, David Ballerini, Mathieu Bogodo, and Jonas Abrahamsen. We'll get to know them a bit more. We have talked about Jonas Abrahamsen. We've talked about Ballerini to some extent. Mark Schmidt, we haven't really talked about him. The man who was super young when he won his first stage in 2021 in the Giro d'Italia. The gravel stage on that day. And obviously he's won other things as well since then. The Cadel Evans Great Ocean Road Race. Such a long name. The one-day race in Australia. World Tour race for whatever reason. Not quite sure that it should be. But yeah, he won that this year. He's also won the Tour of Belgium before. He's won the Tour, the Copia Bartoli stage race and the Tour of Slovakia. So he has managed to poach a few stage races as well. But we're seeing a bit of a counter move here from the break. So Groupama FDJ not content with this move. So they're trying to get 2 riders up there. Equally, Intermarché. So they're trying to do everything they can right now. Just pushing on as much as possible. 1 minute and 58 seconds here. 1 minute and 58 seconds. 80.8 kilometers. Seeing, for whatever reasons, Soral Quickstep rider, when we want to see the riders trying to get in the break. Thank you, organizers. Uno X are trying to send a second rider up here. Tour de Pro Cycling as well, trying to get a rider up the road. So, yeah, the peloton not quite satisfied with the selection of riders up towards the front here. So, good job here. 80.5 kilometers, 1 minute and 58 seconds. So, this splinter move, I think there is a Visma Lease bike rider in there as well. So, we'll see who this is as well. But for the time being, yeah, we'll wait and see here. We'll wait and see. But looking fairly interesting now with if this move can get up. There's 2 Jayco Eula riders. What not? Wait. We need to. Yeah, I think that angle was a bit different. So let's just get an update of the situation. We've got less than 80 kilometers to go here, and we're gonna see who these riders are who successfully get out the front here. There's a Groupama rider, there's a Ineos rider, there's a Picnic Personnel rider, Intermarché rider trying to gallop into this break as well. 2 minutes now. The breakaway riders have the quintet out towards the front. Best GC rider is Mathieu Bogodo, 42 minutes and 51 seconds down. But for whatever reason, we're getting the back end of the peloton here, the pictures. Thank you, organizers. This is what we want to see when there's a break forming or a counter move happening at the front. Gosh. But yeah, for the time being, it's looking, it's looking quite interesting now with this break forming a bit more at the front. We've got the intermediate sprint coming up as well very shortly. But we've got a Groupama FDJ rider, Alpecin rider in there as well. So there's a lot of riders just getting involved here. So we'll wait and see. And 2 minutes. I also promised you guys 2 competitions on the rest day. We'll have to do that as well. But Wout van Aert fans will be very happy about this because they're saying Wout van Aert is in there with Quentin Pache. We've got Maurice in there as well for Alpecin, not the Alpecin rider we would have wanted. Aurélien Panampantra in there as well. Thomas Jean Chagnat in there that we talked about before. The last year's 10th place finisher of the Tour also in this counter move as well with Santiago Buitrago. Matteo Trentin, great rider for this kind of stage. Yeah, they are saying that it's a big counter move here, so we'll wait and see. We need to get the updated situation here. But if this big counter move actually does something, that would be very good. Great to have Vera joining us. There is a bit of a breakaway. We've got a quintet of riders and a lot of chasers trying to get in this move as well. Quentin Pache, they're saying Clément Rousseau as well, both of them from Groupama FDJ, with Gianni Vermeersch trying to just bridge across as well. They've got a bit of a long bridge here, 1 minute and 50 seconds. So we've got three groups, or actually less. There's an Intermarché rider who wasn't quite able to keep up with the pace. Wout van Aert working here. I think this is a third group here. So Wout van Aert working with Mathieu. These two, of course, shared a podium in the European Championships back in 2018, but they're trying to get men up here. There's a little Trek man up here as well. Lotto. There's a lot of riders in this move, so maybe this is going to be the move that sticks here. So Corsoni is in here. Yeah, there's a lot of riders. So Lawrence Rex, Van Sintermarkenstijk, the man with the longest surname, has managed to get himself in here as well. Frank Vandenbroek, Anthony Torgis, Dylan Groenewegen. Is that true? If it is, I mean, Biniam Gomay should have been up here. You never know how they're feeling, but Bini, this would have been a great move to get in the break for him. Obviously, we've seen Peter Sagan do something like that as well. So, yeah, we will wait and see. It's 77.5 kilometers still to go here. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. This is going to be, yeah, still an interesting formation stage. I mean, we've had some of these flatter stages being absolute boring as anything, but we've got about 18 kilometers until we get to that intermediate sprint. So around 18 kilometers, which will fly by at this rate as well. Great to have almost 600 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from, but they're going around 51 kilometers an hour here. So the pace is very high today for the break for the riders. Everyone's eager after that rest day to really put something in here. And yeah, it's looking interesting right now. Tadej Pogačar, we're seeing him in the rainbow jersey just being paced back to the back end of the peloton. Mathieu van der Poel, it's a shame that we haven't got him in the breakaway. Him versus Wout van Aert, that's the battle we all want to see. We're seeing Ivan Romeo, he missed out on this move. Who else could they have got in here? Who was the other rider? Who was the other Movistar rider that we were talking about that could maybe have done it? But Ivan Romeo certainly is a very strong rider, as we know. 1 minute and 26 seconds here for this trio that is chasing. So we have a lot of accountancy to do here. But we've got the 5 riders out in front of Fred Wright, Mauro Schmidt, Ballerini, Mathieu Bogardo, and Jonas Abrahamsen. After them, there's a chasing group 1 minute and 25 seconds down with Quentin Pache, Clément Rousseau, Gianni Vermeersch, and then about 15 seconds, they're saying, with a big group of 19 riders that includes the likes of Wout van Aert, Santiago Buitrago, Trentin, Dylan Groenewegen. Obviously, he's not Dutch national champion anymore, so maybe that's why we didn't realize it. Arnaud Delis, Magnus Cort, these 2 riders could be very dangerous if this break gets away here. But why did Bini not get in this group here? They could have had 3 riders. Bini, Lawrence Rex, and Van Sintermarkenstijk in here. That would be a very good position for Intermarché to have. However, we'll see what happens here. But Groupama FDJ certainly want to try and leave this with a stage win. They haven't taken a stage win since Thibaut Pinot back in 2019. That is a long wait for a stage win for Groupama FDJ. One of the longest serving teams in the Tour de France, but we will wait and see if they can do something here. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we've had a lot of you vote, so we'll do a new vote as well. Who will? Yeah, what should we say? I don't know. We should do something with Wout van Aert and yeah, Wout van Aert and Mathieu van der Poel maybe. We'll what should we do? But we've got 75.4 kilometers still to go here. So it is looking interesting, the situation out in front. There's going to be, if this big group joins up, we're going to have 3 Total Energies riders, 3 Bahrain riders, 2 Alpecin, to Groupama, to Jaco Eula. So, I mean, there will be a bit of, there will be some opportunity for the riders to play some tactics here. But the break, doesn't look like it's set right now. It doesn't look like it's set. Because right now, Ineos Grenadiers, Movistar riders are trying to get as well. Movistar are trying to send 2 more riders up here. So they're not content. Actually, they haven't got anyone up here, Movistar. So they're trying to get someone up in this move. But Wout van Aert is certainly going to be an interesting one. We've got Aurélien Panapantra, the only rider for AG2R in there. But Arnaud Dilly has a teammate. So maybe Arnaud Dilly can do something. And obviously, Magnus Cort Nielsen, if they join this big group up, they could maybe get Magnus Cort and Abrahamsen working together. That would be a very powerful duo. Quinn Simmons trying to get up in this counter move. It looks like Aina Rubio is the man setting the pace here. So they're just trying to up the tempo again. And right now it is Ineos Grenadiers just really putting the hurt on here. We're inside the last 15 kilometers of this intermediate sprint. So we'll wait and see. This is very feisty racing. They're really going for it. Nobody is letting go of this. Maybe everyone thinks they have a chance of winning this stage. Everyone's being told by their DSs, get in that break. Why isn't Milan in Scott? He can't win the green jersey without max IS points, handing it to Tadej Pogačar. Yeah, I think so. Let's do that one as well. Who will win the green jersey? Obviously, we saw Mathieu van der Poel not quite doing the strategy that we were all hoping for. But, yeah. I think the green jersey is between Milan and Pogačar at this point. I think we all know that. Secretly, we all know that. With the change of the coefficients, it really has thrown Tadej Pogačar into the conversation. 1 minute and 17 seconds here for the Groupama FDJ riders of Quentin Pache Russo and Gianni Vermeersch, the former gravel world champion, on their wheel. What can they do? Can they bridge this gap? 1 minute and 17 seconds is not the longest gap, but still going to take a bit of effort out of them for sure. Great to have Chris joining us as well in Japan. Let us know where you're watching from, everyone. Many of you across the pond, many of you in a different continent from myself and the race. But 73 kilometers to go. It's flying by this. I mean, intermediate sprint is in 13 kilometers now. So this is absolutely going to vanish before our eyes completely. 1 minute and 43 seconds here. 1 minute and 43 seconds. Is it going to be one for the breakaway? That's what many of these riders are thinking it is going to be. Is Wout van Aert going to have a chance here as well? That is the big question. Are any of the GC riders going to be caught out by this? There's that Cat 3 towards the end of the stage, which is looking very ominous. But yeah, this third group is not really getting organized here. There's almost pure carnage here. Almost pure carnage to try and form this break. This is, a spicy stage to say the least. Wout van Aert just getting to the front now. He's getting a bit tired of this potentially. Just increasing the tempo, wants to try and get the strongest riders out of this, and then they can make him a pursuit of this. Obviously, it's not the hardest parkour right now, so it might be a bit hard to get a selection, obviously, and they are absolutely just stamping on the pedals right now. This is where we would want to see maybe power data. Power data? No, we don't get the power data. Thank you, organizers. But they're trying their best here to keep the tempo up, keep the pressure on everyone. And it's not looking like the easiest day, to say the least. I mean, if you're the yellow jersey, just let these guys go. None of them are in the GC. Nobody. I mean, who's the closest in the GC? 21 minutes and 28 seconds. So, I mean, there you go. That is nothing. So, we'll wait and see. But for the time being, 71.2 kilometers. This is flying by right now. Split in the peloton as well a bit. Split in the peloton maybe. So a huge heart in one of the farms as well, or the fields. So that is very pretty to see as well. But great to have so many people here in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. And thank you, Rebellion. Very kind comments from India. And we've got Belize in the house. Isn't Belize, that's Belmopan, I think. Belmopan is the capital. Obviously, when you guys do your countries, we have to do the capitals game. US in the house as well. Great to have so many people. Bahamas, Eritrea. But Quinton Pache, Russo, and Vermeersch, those are the three riders trying to bridge up to that front quintet that we talked about a bit earlier. Fred Wright, Mauro Schmidt, Davide Ballerini, Mathieu Bogado, and Jonas Abrahamsen. These 5 guys are very strong, and many of them have the experience of being in the breakaway earlier as well. Martin is at the sunshine, or at the base of the Hautacam. It's hot here and expected to be hotter tomorrow. And we've got New York in the house as well. Oh my goodness, Martin, you have to send us a video or something when they fly past you tomorrow. But 70 kilometers still to go here of the stage. This is looking more interesting now. The peloton 1 minute and 30 seconds. They haven't quite let go of this at all. Nina is saying London this week, Paris next week, my first Tour de France. I've heard that the Paris stage is very, very popular, shall we say. Quinn Simmons is punching now. Quinn Simmons is trying to get off the front now. Quinn Simmons, the American who has already tasted a top 3 position on a stage this year. Or was it a second place? Yeah, it was second place, wasn't it? So we'll see what he can do here. And we've got North Carolina as well. Johan in France. Great to have so many people here. But for the time being, 69.5 kilometers to go. We are going to see what can happen here. A lot of riders trying to get off the front. A lot of riders not able to get off the front. And it's looking more interesting in this situation. But the duo of Groupama FDJ riders with Gianni Vermeersch, they have been caught now. They've got Wout van Aert with them. They've got Matteo Trentin, Dylan Groenewegen, and Arnaud Dilly. What a strong group that is if they can get that off the front. What are we saying as well? Vera, if Tadej wins green, the organization needs to redo the points. Yeah, I mean, on paper, on merit, it's supposed to be a consistency prize, not a sprinter's prize. Obviously, none of us agree with that, myself included. So when Mark Cavendish wasn't winning it, despite winning 5 or 6 stages, they changed the points so that he could win it. So, yeah. But now, for whatever reason, they've decided to change it towards a rider like Tadej Pogačar, which is a bit weird. But Wout van Aert, he's at the front of this group here. The peloton, they are closing into this. So I don't think they're going to be able to get away now. It's about a handful of seconds between them and the peloton. So Wout van Aert is going to be a bit sad about this. A lot of energy expended, but nothing to show for it. And yeah, bit of a shame here. Bit of a shame. Oh, Mathieu van der Poel coming up to this group now. This is what we all want to see. Mathieu is getting involved. Mathieu is getting involved. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. Getting involved. Yeah, come on, Mathieu. This is what we want. Mathieu getting involved now. Mathieu and Wout are in the same group, but it's not the front group. It's the 1 minute and 17 second group here. But this group of 10 riders needs to just disappear up the front. Come on. Come on, let's do it. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let this group go, peloton. We got Wout van Aert in there. Quinton Pache. Quinn Simmons. The only 2 riders, I think, who start their first name with Q. Clement Russo. We got Mathieu van der Poel with Gianni Vermeersch. We got Matteo Matteo Trentin, the other Matteo. Dylan Groenewegen. Kevin Voglan. Who let Kevin Voglan in this group? Arnaud Dilly and Ben Healy is 1 minute and 20 seconds, 1 minute and 30 seconds down here. Yeah, for sure they're not going to let Kevin Voglan into this. I hope it's a mistake. Oh, no, it is Kevin Voglan. What? Oh, Kevin Voglan ruining this. Vingegaard attacking now. Healy attacking. Now it's all over the place. Vingegaard and Healy attacking. Is this the big IQ move by Jonas Vingegaard and Visma Lease bike? But yeah, a lot of movement happening here. A lot of movement. Jonas Vingegaard attacking. Jonas Vingegaard is attacking. Oh my god, guys, what is happening to this stage? Everyone's just all over the place. Wow, I'm glad we joined a bit earlier here. What on earth is happening? Guys, you know the Horticam stage is tomorrow. Don't expend energy that you won't have tomorrow. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely imploding in front of our very eyes here. 67.2 kilometers. 67.2 kilometers. The second group, I think it's the second group now, is the yellow jersey group. So, yeah, the yellow jersey group is in this break now. So Wout van Aert is pushing on. Is this the mastermind move? I mean, Visma Lisa bike, come on. This shouldn't be the move. Let's think it through. I don't think this is going to be the Tour de France stage winning move. Yeah, but Tadej Pogačar is in this group as well. What was that about? Visma Lisa bike, please. They're trying to think outside the box now. And, yeah, Visma Lisa bike. Jonas Vingegaard coming to the front. Visma, smart tactic by Visma. Yes or no? I think it's a firm no here. What was that, guys? Oh my god. They should have they need to save as much energy as possible here and not attack. They've got the Horticam tomorrow. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're seeing something, know something that we don't. Yeah, they're doing their best here. They're really upping the tempo, obviously. But for the time being, there's still some riders out in front here, trying their best to stay up there with this onslaught coming from behind. So we'll see who's going to be able to do something. But absolutely craziness happening in front of our very eyes. 65.5 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Vauclain was the danger man there, obviously. But, yeah, even a team message coming through. Guys, there's no rules anymore in cycling. There's no rules, okay? So that was Astana saying there's no rules. That was pretty funny. Yeah, 65.3 kilometers still to go here. 1 minute and 18 seconds. They still have a lead over the polka dot jersey. So it's not the second group on the road, which is the one with the yellow jersey. That group has 58 seconds. They have got Tadej Pogačar, Wout van Aert, Remco Evenepoel, Ben Healy, Axel Laurens, Florian Lipovic, Quentin Pache, Russo, Mathieu van der Poel, Vermeersch, Trentin, Quinn Simmons, Enric Mas is also... Enric Mas is 5 minutes and 56 seconds down. I thought he would be a bit closer. Oscar Onley also answering the call as well. But maybe it was just to stretch the legs a bit. Maybe it was just stretching the legs. We will wait and see. But yeah, that was a strange move to say the least. Yeah. Yeah. Quinn Simmons now attacking. We will wait and see here. We'll wait and see. Quinn Simmons, I think it's Axel Laurens answering the call here. Wout van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel, please get on this move as well. We want you two guys to be in the battle. Mathieu van der Poel is answering the call here. Come on, Mathieu. Come on, Mathieu. You can do it. Yeah. Mathieu, we want Mathieu van der Poel and Wout van Aert. Yeah, Mathieu van der Poel and Wout van Aert is being guided up here into this move. This is where every cycling fan is absolutely going ecstatic, internally screaming, hoping for this to happen. Come on, guys. This would be legendary if we get Mathieu van der Poel versus Wout van Aert. Come on, guys. Believe, believe, believe. But this green jersey point is coming up shortly as well for the 5 riders out in front. These guys who have stayed away from the carnage behind. They've got about 5 kilometers now. 5 kilometers. Yeah, this should be a great finish here, to say the least. Yeah. Tom saying with Ayuso out, maybe Visma wearing out UAE domestiques. I mean, you mean Almeida, I guess, Tom. Yeah, a lot of chaos there. A lot of chaos. But they were just warming the legs up a bit, making sure that everyone's paying attention. So we will wait and see. Space saying Sivakov is sick. Yates doesn't look that strong. I mean, Simon Yates looked fairly comfortable. So, yeah, Visma Lisa bike might just be able to get Tadej Pogačar in a lot of problems. But obviously, we saw in the Dauphiné, Tadej Pogačar was quite comfortable at getting rid of a Visma Lisa bike. So maybe Visma Lisa bike are just going to ride themselves off the wheels as well. There's that danger, to be honest. That's what Remco Evenepoel was warning about. That maybe it will just, yeah, they may just ride themselves off the wheel eventually. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Obviously, we want a close race. We want to see it go absolutely ham in this race. It makes it more interesting, for sure. But is it going to be one for... Yeah, let's see who's going to be able to win it. That yellow Cannondale. I didn't know that they always made Cannondales here. So, or they almost always put the yellow jersey when you haven't won the race. But a yellow one nonetheless. Great to have so many people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. And what are we saying? Bruce is saying, I think Pogačar will get help from Alpecin and EF. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, Tadej Pogačar is currently in that second, or was in that second group. It's no longer a second group. Now it's the second group is made up of Wout van Aert, Axel Laurens, Quinn Simmons, Van der Poel, and Arnaud Delis. So very, very strong riders in there. Classics riders, many of these guys. And we could maybe see a fantastic breakaway towards the front if they actually do it. The Peloton have swept up the yellow jersey group as well. But here is Mathieu Van der Poel, Wout van Aert, side by side. That's what we came to see. And yeah, might just change the title as well. Mathieu Van der Poel and Wout van Aert in this front group. Absolutely scenes for any cycling fan here. And maybe these two can just do something. They're so strong riders, both of them. Yeah, have taken stages in the Tour, as we know. But are they going to be able to do something here in this year's edition of Stage 11? Toulouse to Toulouse, they know it well. But are they going to be able to do something here? That's the big question. Oh, now we're getting Movistar trying to get off the front here as well. I think they missed out. Yeah, Movistar don't have any riders up here. It's not their Spanish champion of Iban Romeo. But they are trying their best here to get someone up the road. They want to get someone up the road in this break. So, yeah, could be an absolutely epic race this. And let's update our thumbnail as well to get the two kings of the sport up here. Wout van Aert and Mathieu Van der Poel. Could be a very, very interesting stage if they manage to be competitive all the way into this. So let's hope they do. Let's hope they do. But Wout van Aert and Mathieu Van der Poel, such a crazy, what are we saying? Rivalry. The best rivalry in cycling, I think, to some extent. They have formed, I think, the longest head-to-head, I think, of any rivalry in the sport, going back into the junior ranks, of course, different discipline with cyclocross. We're seeing Jonathan Milan as well, just towards the back. He's around the national champions of Daniel Van Poppel and Tim Wellens as well, saying a bruised rider. Is this Jordi Meeuws perhaps? But yeah, we'll look through the what are we saying? We'll look through the fines as well, because now the stage is just calming down a bit. Great to have almost 750 people in the chat. Hope you're all doing well. And let us know what you think is going to win. What's happening here on the stage. Who you think is going to win the stage. Are we going to see a match of Van der Poel, Wout van Aert head to head? That would be absolutely amazing. Yeah. Head to head. There we go. Changed the title a bit. So anyone who was against Binyam Gomai... I don't know why. He seems like a very nice guy as well. And yeah, we've changed the title. Wout van Aert and Mathieu Van der Poel. It should be a very, very interesting one if these guys can do the bridge over to that 5-man group up towards the front. So it's 5 riders, about 50 seconds behind the 5 riders out in front. And then we've got Nilson Oliveira, the very good TT rider, trying to do something here. So we will wait and see. We'll wait and see. But the intermediate sprint is being fought out now, and it is Jonas Abrahamsen who's going to take those 20 points. Ballerini trying to fight him as well, but I think the Norwegian has got the better of him. So that was a very good show of strength there by Abrahamson, keeping Ballerini at bay. Obviously, those two are not really going to do anything to the green jersey competition, but there is 1,500 euros available, and that is something to add to the team pot as well. But we're seeing the European champion and former Belgian national champion of Tim Merlier as well. Can he get involved in the stage today? We don't know, but they've got 2 minutes and 2 seconds here. Yeah. Will the sprinters teams get involved in this stage, or is that a bit too tricky here for them? We're getting the Mathieu van der Poel group with Mathieu and Wout group coming up towards that intermediate sprint as well. Is Mathieu going to go for any of these points? No, he isn't really doing anything. Arnaud Delis, though, he is going for this. But Quinn Simmons, courtesy of his teammate, manages to block that out. So Quinn Simmons just blocked out Arnaud Delis, trying to get some points there. So good teamwork there by Quinn Simmons. Very strong rider, you have to say. Yeah, his Palmares doesn't do him justice, I think. Should have gotten a lot more wins. But these guys are going to be working together. Axel Laurence, Nilson Oliveira crosses the line as well to take 11th place in that intermediate sprint. And maybe we are going to see some movement from behind. I think there are some minor points available. Doesn't it go down to 15? Doesn't it go down to 15? Isn't that the... Yeah, 10. How many points do we get? I can't remember. I think it is down to position 15. I'll try and double check here. Pro Cycling Stats, are you going to reveal it to me? Maybe not. But I think maybe there might be points. I think there might be points up for grabs here. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jonathan Milan or Bini tries to just sprint for this. Maybe, maybe not. But riders are moving up here in the peloton. 2 minutes and 32 seconds. And it's just ballooned up here. Ballooned up to 2 minutes and 30. They had 2 minutes moments ago, and I think this might be the breakaway that stays away now. So then the question is it going to be a Mathieu van der Poel day, or is it going to be a Wout van Aert day? Or is it going to be a Quinn Simmons day, or someone else? Arnaud Delis in there is very, very dangerous. But yeah, there is a bit of a sprint now. It's all the way down to 15, so that's our answer. Biniam Gamay and Jonathan Milan just sprinting it out. Bini finishing behind Jonathan Milan again. So we've seen that a lot in these intermediate sprints. Jonathan Milan just chipping away at this, just getting a few more points to their count, but not really too interested in this stage. Looks like we are going to get a fairly easy one. Obviously, many of the riders are thinking about tomorrow's stage as well. Not just the contenders, obviously also the sprinters. You still have to get through it, and that is the hard part for many of these riders. Getting inside the time cut and being up there in the mix later on, having some freshness. The recovery rate from these riders day to day. Romain Bardet is on the motorbike. So Jens Vogt is no longer on the motorbike. Are we going to get a bit of a chase here for the green jersey guys? No, I don't think so. Jonathan Milan just looks like he was trying to form a chasing group, but I don't know if that's going to happen here. But Jonathan Milan, 4 points added to his account. So 4 points more than extends his advantage to Tadej Pogačar. And Biniam Gamay takes 3 points closer to Tadej Pogačar. Obviously, Biniam Gamay is finding himself behind Tadej Pogačar, which is a bit of an annoying position for him as well. But we'll get you the top 5, so we can get that on the screen, the virtual top 5 of the intermediate sprint. But 20 points went to Abrahamson, Ballerini taking 17, Mara Schmidt, 3rd place with 15. Fred Wright, 4th, and Mathieu Bogador taking 5th. Quinn Simmons taking 10 points, Delis taking 9 points. So Delis does add some points to his account, and yeah, 55.7 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Are we going to get a stage win from this breakaway? It's looking more and more likely right now, and I think many of us would actually welcome this group come to the finish. But 55.5 kilometers, it's a quick stage. This is going to be over before we can say Mathieu van der Poel or Van Sinten-Markensdijk, the longest surname, the Intermarché rider. Very, very long surname here. But there you have it. That's our virtual top 5 of the green jersey right now, courtesy of that intermediate sprint. And Jonathan Milan obviously needs to extend that advantage out, well, as much as he can here in the intermediate sprints. because Pogacar is coming. Yeah, so there's a long way to go, as we know. So we'll wait and see where that green jersey ends up. And maybe we're going to see what's happening here in that. Yeah, that second group is super strong. Super strong classics group. Quinn Simmons, Wout van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel, Arnaud Delis, and Axel Laurent. If that group bridges up to the other group, they've got 48 seconds to bridge up. That first 5-man group is going to be super worried. And they are probably not going to be the favorites. But we might as well get another poll going. You guys said smart tactics. Many of you going for smart tactics for Visma Lease bike. Okay, I disagree there. But who will win the stage? We might as well go for that. Will it be Mathieu van der Poel? Will it be Wout? Will it be Delis? Or will it be... Yeah, okay, we've got 4. We only got 4 options, so I'm just going to pick 4 options that I think might be able to do it. So there you have it. We have 4 options. Great to have 800 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. 53.9 kilometers to go. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here as well, and we'll see a very funny zombie flash up as well, which we all enjoy very much. I'll try to see if I can change it to something different than a zombie. And welcome Hamburglar Helper as well to the members as well. And David Perez, I guess. Many of you joining recently as well. So welcome. But great to have you all here. And we have, of course, got our podcast as well that I'll let you know about in the chat. So do check that out as well if you haven't already. 53.3 kilometers still to go here. Mathieu van der Poel and Wout van Aert's group, they have 44 seconds to make up. But I think it's becoming more evident that they're going to be joining in the mix here, and we are maybe going to see a Mathieu van der Poel Wout van Aert showdown that we all really want to see, if we're honest, at the Tour de France. We've seen them up in a few stages, but will they be able to do it here today? That is the interesting question. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good here. We will do the recap race analysis later on. So, on the channel, on the podcast channel, and on the Cycling Day Extra. But for the time being, 52.6 kilometers. We still have a bit of a margin here. 44 seconds. 2 minutes and 16 seconds for Nilsen Oliveira to make up. He's a bit in no man's land here. We got Greo in Copenhagen in the chat as well. Plenty of Danes. Well, it's growing. We normally don't have that many Danes in the chat, but yeah, we'll see if we can get some more. Wout van Aert, what can he do here? How's he playing it? I mean, Simon Yates winning the stage the other day will definitely have filled the team with a bit of confidence, and obviously he always wants to try and go for a few stages every Tour de France. That's just what you have to respect when you got a man such as his stature. Such a good rider when it comes to the Tour de France. Very consistent. Has been a former green jersey winner as well. Let's not forget about that. Back in 2022. Has 9 stages to his record in the Tour de France while helping his teammates. So a very solid rider, and definitely one of the riders you would be signing if you were going to build a team for the Tour de France. But the riders out in front, they still have 41 seconds here of a lead. So the 5 riders are not letting up here. They don't want that quintet to join them, but maybe it would be a good idea just to set up here. So you've got a bit saving the legs a bit if this break is going to stay away. They've got 50.5 kilometers. It is very fast here this stage, and we'll wait and see if we can get a big win here. It's a very fast stage, this. Arnaud Delis, I'd love to see Arnaud Delis win as well. I think many people are Delis fans. Obviously, I did actually cycle behind him in Calpe, so that was over on the Cycling Day in Action channel. Obviously, he wasn't gone all out. He was just taking an easy day. 51.1 kilometers. We're still just following this, seeing what happens here. That we just need those 2 groups to join up. That's what we're all waiting for. Nilsen Oliveira is going to be swept up by the peloton shortly, so it's not quite going to be his day here. Nilsen Oliveira, what can he do? Apparently not much here. But obviously you don't want to expend too much energy either if you're just, not going to make it. If you're in no man's land, there's not really any point to keep this going. But thank you, Tom, as well, for the kind donation. Haircut money coming in hot. Thanks again, Scott, for hosting. Thank you, Tom, for being such a loyal supporter of the streams. But right now we're seeing Israel Premier take one of the teams that have missed out. They're just coming to the front, doing their best. And it's looking fairly good here for the break now. The gap isn't absolutely outrageous right now, but they are just doing their best here. They're just doing the best to manage the gap. 2 minutes and 18 seconds, or 28 seconds, and we'll wait and see. But if you want to see me cycle behind Arnaud Delis as well, when he was actually Belgian national champion, that video is in the chat as well. And there will be a new video coming up on the Action channel. It's been a bit in hibernation, but some cool projects coming up in that as well. So do check that out if you haven't already. But for the time being, we're under 50 kilometers to go here. 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert, these two legends of the sport, with other riders as well that are very strong. Axel Laurens, Quinn Simmons, Delis. We will just talk about them a bit as well. I mean, Wout van Aert, do we need to talk about him? His name speaks for himself. Did he win a stage in the Giro? I can't quite remember. Yeah, he did win a stage. The Siena stage, of course. Yeah, the cobblestone stage. So he has actually won stages in every single Grand Tour, even in the Vuelta a España on debut, where he looked like he was going to win the points classification. He is such a phenomenal rider. Winner of Milan-San Remo, Amstel Gold, Strade Bianche, again, Wevelgem, the Tour of Denmark, Tour of Britain twice. So Wout van Aert, very all-round character, as we know. But we will wait and see what happens here for him. Mathieu van der Poel, equally another rider that we, 55 victories to his name. 3 Ronde van Vlaanderen, 3 Paris-Roubaix, 2 Milan San Remos, 1 World Championships jersey in Glasgow, that emphatic win. 2 Tour de France stage wins, 1 of them coming this year, 1 in 2021, and 1 the yellow jersey. So has Wout van Aert, and these two guys, I mean, absolutely amazing. And then Axel Laurens, probably not the guy I wanted to follow those two names when it was coming to breaking down careers. But 24 years young, the Frenchman riding for Ineos Grenadiers. He's been with the team since 2025. Used to be a teammate of Mathieu van der Poel, obviously. But since joining Ineos Grenadiers, not too much to show. I mean, this is his first year with them, but he did win the Tour of Norway last year and has finished second in the Britannia Classic. Stage win at the Vuelta Catalunya as well. So, good results there for him. But 35 seconds here, 36 seconds. They are just chipping away at that advantage to that front quintet. But we'll continue our introduction to this second man group, obviously, or second group on the road. We have, of course, got the 5 riders out in front. Fred Wright, Mara Schmidt, David Ballerini, Mathieu Bogodo, Jonas Abrahamsen. These guys still have a lead of 39 seconds, 40 seconds. But at this point, I would just sit up, save the legs, let the other 5-man group join you. But yeah, they look like they're not letting up here. They're not letting up. Wout van Aert, Axel Laurens, we've talked about them. Arnaud Delis, we should probably talk about him a bit. 23 years young. This is his second ever Tour de France. Belgian rider, very strong, very big reputation, 27 victories already. He's a poacher when it comes to those one stage classic stages, if you will. Semi-classics, that's what I was looking for. Won the Tour of Denmark as well, so him and Wout have something in common, and they've both been Belgian national champion, and they're both Belgian. What are we saying as well? Scott McMillan, that is what he should be doing. Tag along and save energy for yourself for stage 12 tomorrow. Who was this? Wout? Maybe not. Obviously, Wout did something very heroic last year in that race. But Arnaud Delis, not the best tour this year. Fifth place on stage 8, and ninth stage he finished 3rd. Came around a long way around from quite far behind and did manage to take the 3rd place. So getting a 3rd place result. Last year in the Tour, what was his best result? 3rd again. He got 2 3rd places. But he is a very robust sprinter. Not quite a pure sprinter. I would say more like a Christoph Classics kind of sprinter. So we'll wait and see here. We'll wait and see. But right now, Israel Premier Tech just putting on the pressure here. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. And they are, of course, one of the teams that have missed out. Completely their own fault, in my opinion. And they will, of course, want something out of this, of course, after their GC kind of imploded. So we'll wait and see. But we got the second categorized climb of the day is coming up here. 1.6 kilometers at 4.9%. Who will take this solitary point at the top of this climb? We saw Abrahamsen taking the point before. Is he going to take the next point coming up? How many points have we got available? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for the one who manages to take number 1 over all those ones. So we will wait and see if Abrahamsen's going to be able to do that. But they've got 1.4 kilometers left. And it is going to be a bit of an interesting battle here, this breakaway, if they do manage to get back together. The second half of the breakaway, I guess, because they are out in front, they're just making sure to... Yeah, I think they can almost see the back end of them here. So it is coming down. It is very much coming down right now. And maybe we will just see something happen. So, yeah, it's looking fairly good right now. It's looking fairly good for the riders. And potentially we can see some movements happening when they join back up. Because it's only 46 kilometers to go. I mean, it's not that much left of this stage. So, yeah, we'll wait and see here. It's looking interesting to be, well, for sure. For sure it's looking interesting now. This breakaway, it could be all over. It could be all over. But it's still only 2 minutes and 18 seconds. So, courtesy of Israel Premier Tech, they haven't quite let go of it. It's not quite let go of here. So, yeah, there's still a bit of hope for the breakaway riders to try and bring this back if that is what they're thinking about. But for the time being, Israel Premier Tech, Alpecin riding behind them as well. So Alpecin are just going to try and disrupt their chase. There's 2 riders committed to this from Israel. Well, actually, I think there's quite a few. 2, 3 riders. But, I mean, Israel Premier Tech, save yourselves. Save your legs, I would say. You've missed opportunity here. You've got 10 more opportunities to come. So, yeah. What could have been for them? What could have been? But for the time being, it's looking fairly good for that breakaway out in front. They've got 400, 500 meters until they get to the top of this second cat climb. Or not second cat full climb of the day. So we'll wait and see if they will be able to... if Abrahamsen is going to be contesting this point. They're not really showing us the front here. So the front of the race is kind of being hidden from us right now. But right now we're seeing Alpecin. We're seeing Mara Schmidt come to the front now. Now we see the front of the group. 300 meters to go here. 300 meters. 7%. They're going 20 kilometers an hour. Show us the power. No, you don't want to show us the power. But right now it's looking more interesting now. Mara Schmidt, Fred Wright. Who's going to take this solitary point? There's still 200 meters to go here. Less than 170 now. Are they going to be able to do anything? Are they just going to roll over the line with no contest? Abrahamsen looked quite eager to get the intermediate sprints. But is he going to try and get this solitary point? I don't think so. I think it's going to be Fred Wright rolling over and taking this 1 cat 4 point. So I think it is going to be Fred Wright just rolling over the line. And not really any competition going on there for that 1 point. So Fred Wright just maintaining the gap here of 25 seconds. And there wasn't really any contest. But behind, the pressure is being put on by Mathieu Van der Poel, Axel Orange. This group is very strong. Quinn Simmons is rocking or rolling a bit here. I don't know if he's feeling it. But he was very strong earlier in the race. Let's not forget that. That was an absolute blistering performance where he finished in second place. So maybe he can do something here. But right now, it's looking fairly good. Looking fairly good for the riders out towards the front, despite that effort being put on by Israel Premier Tech. We're going to get a message from Soudal Quickstep, so we'll see what Soudal Quickstep is saying about this. It's already been a rough day for everyone. Stay hard in the head. Okay, that's weird. The Tour has no mercy for nobody. Come on, boys. Okay, so They're saying, yeah, maybe concentrate, make sure that they are awake, alert to all the moves, especially with Visma Lease bike doing interesting tactics, shall we say. Guillaume Martin as well. He's had a very quiet Tour de France, but of course he's going to come a bit alive, we suspect, when it comes to the next few races. Yeah. So we will see. We will see. But for the time being, it's looking like a good opportunity for many of these riders. What is going to happen, that remains to be seen. But yeah, we'll wait and see. I think we could get a breakaway stage win. 43.9 kilometers. Maybe they're going to treat it very hard. Classic stage, that kind of thing. But for the time being, it's, 43.8 kilometers. Still 26 seconds of a gap for the Van der Poel Wout van Aert group to that front quintet that we talked about, despite having that Catsrise climb. The next Catsrise climb is a Cat 4 as well, but it has a very bit of a sting towards the end of 9.3% for the last 300 meters. They have a bit of a descent now, and then they kick up to that one, and then they have a few rolling climbs as well, uncatterized climbs, 3 uncatterized hills. Yeah. Israel Primotic give up here. Israel Primotic have given up. So they're not chasing this down now. Israel Primotic are absolutely not doing anything now. It's over. It's done. This is going to be one, I think. Now we are going to get one, I think. Yeah. Should be interesting now. Should be very interesting with this group. We could be on for a Mathieu van der Poel Wout van Aert battle on that final Cat 3. That is what we all want. But 43 seconds, 51% of you going for a Mathieu van der Poel victory after his 130 kilometer attack. That was very impressive, long day. And Wout van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel, those are your two favorites right now. They still haven't bridged up to that front quintet. 22 seconds. We're 1 like away from 200 likes as well, so smash that like button if you haven't already. But right now it is a very interesting battle here at the front, or the second group, well, front of the peloton, shall we say. So they are doing a very good just to keep the pressure on, keeping this tight, and I think they are going to be swept up. Yeah, we will see here. We will see. But for the time being, 42.3 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Is this going to be a stage victory for any of these riders in this front 10-man situation that we've got? Fred Wright in there, Mara Schmidt, Ballerini, Mathieu Bogardo, Jonas Abrahamsen, the front 5 guys. Then Wout van Aert, Axel Laurens, Quinn Simmons, Mathieu van der Poel, Arnaud Delly, and I just realized we haven't talked about Quinn Simmons, so apologies, all Americans. We will talk about him a bit. Second on stage 2 of this year's Tour de France. Took a stage win, of course, in the Tour de Suisse. Won the national championships again after he won it in 2023. Well, it took a stage win in the Vuelta a Catalunya as well. So he's had a pretty good season so far this year. Has won stages in the Tour of Vallonia in the past and the Vuelta San Juan in Argentina. But yeah, that second place in the Tour de France was actually his highest place in any stage in a Grand Tour. So yeah, pretty good there. But for the time being, that second group have got 24 seconds here. Quinn Simmons, only 24 years young, and has been on the World Tour since 2020. 2020. Part of that Lux cycling team as well. A very famous youth team, isn't it? Yeah, it's not Luxembourg, but obviously. But I think, isn't it California, something like that? Luke Lampety was part of that team. Matthew Riccatello as well has been part of that team. So a good succession of riders getting themselves into the top level of the sport. But 2 minutes and 32 seconds now. I think this one is going to be ballooning up a lot. I think we're going to see a very interesting situation now on the road, and it is maybe going to dip over to that of the breakaway. Maybe. We'll see. But Mara Schmidt there on the next Catsrise climb. Remember, it's the last 300 meters are very hard. And yeah, It's looking good here. 40.3 kilometers, 2 minutes and 32 seconds. They're inside the last 500 meters, that front group of this Cat 4 climb. Only 900 meters long for the riders and 6.7%, but it does kick up to that 9.3% according to the organizers. So we will wait and see here. It is a fascinating situation on the road right now. But yeah, who's going to be winning this stage? That is the big question. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Fred Wright still up there. Never won a Grand Tour stage. Come close a few times. Denied by Mess Pillerson in 2022. But we will wait and see. For the time being, it's looking fairly good for the breakaway. Still hovering around the 2 minutes and 30, so it's not quite let go by the guys here. 300 meters, they're coming into that final part here. Who's going to be taking that one solitary point? That is the big question. Is it going to be Jonas Abrahamsen? Didn't show much interest in the other one, but potentially he is going to be showing interest in this one here. 200 meters to go. They're inside that sharp part here. This will be quite painful for the guys, but they're not going all out, you would suspect. Fred right up towards the front. We got Mara Schmidt up there. Ballerini doing a very good job. He's a bit of a heavier sprinter, but right now he is sitting very high up there, doing a good job just to push on. But Abrahamsen finds himself towards the back now of this group. It is Fred Wright. He wants to sweep up more mountain points now. So Fred Wright looking like he is going to be taking 2 points now in this account for him. So that is very good for him. 2 points for him, and he will be very happy about that. But for the time being, we are going to get that second group. They're about 26 seconds down now. 26 seconds, about 2 minutes ahead of the peloton right now. So they're doing everything in their power to just close the gap here. But it is a bit of an annoying, lingering gap that just won't finish itself up here. They're doing everything they can to push on. And from behind, we're seeing EF Education Easy Post coming to the front. They are just helping Israel Prematek a bit. So Israel Prematek have been given orders from the team car, you would suspect, to do something. They want to punish them for missing the break, move, get to the front, do something. We see this so many times in professional cycling. If you don't make the move, your DSs are going to punish the team by all of you to get to the front and yeah, push on. But great to have 800 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. And we still have Ben Healy in that yellow jersey, 29 seconds ahead of Tadej Pogačar, but we think that is probably going to change a bit tomorrow. But for the time being, Israel Prematek pushing on quite hard. Oh, didn't have enough coffee this morning. But Wout van Aert just rolling. He's just rolling through his turn here. That second group looks fairly comfortable right now. Doing their best. 2 minutes and 23 seconds right now. What can they do in this group? Can they bridge up to that front group as well? They would desperately love to get there, but we have only got 38 kilometers to go here, so we haven't got that much left today in terms of a sprint of a stage. We're seeing Jonathan Milan as well. He's just struggling a bit here, but obviously he's not really in play today, so he's suffering courtesy of Israel Prematek just upping the tempo. But right now, it's looking fairly comfortable for these riders out in front. Just pushing on the pressure. Israel Prematek doing their best to keep the chain tight. But right now, it's 38 kilometers. 38 kilometers, 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Yeah, it's coming down a bit, but it's not really falling that dramatically like Israel Prematek would have hoped. They have just crossed that Cat 4 climb that we were talking about. But yeah, what could have been for them? I don't think they are thinking that anything's going to happen. I don't think this is going to be brought back by any chance, for sure. But Israel Prematek still stomping at the front here. And it is really Israel Prematek versus this front five group and that second group. I think they're gaining on the front, but they're not gaining on the second group right now. The second group still has a gap of 27 seconds to make up for these guys. And they're doing very, very good to just keep the pressure on, keep it lively, making sure that they don't get brought back. And yeah, right now, 2 minutes and 24 seconds, 37.4 kilometers. With every kilometer being passed, this is going to be more and more in the favor of the breakaway. So we'll wait and see here. We'll wait and see. 2 minutes and 25 seconds, 26 seconds. It just increases a bit there. And the Swiss national champion towards the front. The American national champion also ahead of the breakaway. So, yeah. We will wait and see. But there's 3 uncategorized climbs coming up for the riders. There's 2 categorized climbs coming up as well before they return into Toulouse. Toulouse, the pink city of France. And this is where they had the rest day, of course, as well. But yeah, it's looking interesting, that's for sure. It's looking very interesting. That final Cat 3 climb, 9.8%, is going to be a spicy one, potentially, for this breakaway. Is this one going to be where we see Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert hit out strong? Yeah, I mean, that's the legendary move we want to see. Wout van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel, they have been looking very, very good in the Tour de France so far. Thank you, Rhonda, as well, for super chat. Really do appreciate that as well. Don't know. Well, it says celebrate the super chat on live stream. I don't know how that is. But for the time being, 36 kilometers still to go here. Wout van Aert, Arnaud Deely up there, Axel Laurens, Quinn Simmons, Van der Poel. They're all trying to chase this down. Are they going to be able to do something here? The green jersey is out the back. The green jersey is well and truly out of this. What are we saying as well, David? The Tour de France, 2011 Tour de France was my favorite. And Alberto Contador, that was a great tour. Yeah, I love that tour as well. Well, maybe not, because Evans won it. And I was rooting for Andy Schleck and Contador. So, but yeah, obviously it was a good one, to say the least. But these riders are going to come very quickly to the buses. So it's going to be a bit of a short day for the riders. 35 kilometers to go. They've been going very rapid today. Absolutely rapid. Thibaut Ness is struggling. He's out the back as well. He was a guy that we were thinking maybe could be in the mix on this kind of stage. But obviously it's his first Tour de France. Not quite where he would have wanted it. But great to have so many people in the chat. Make sure to keep hydrated as well. But right now, yeah, Fred Wright, confirmation there. Taking that 3rd categorized point available for the riders. And many things can still happen on the stage. But what will happen? I think the breakaway could maybe have won this. Still only 2 minutes and 24 seconds. But this terrain is absolutely going thick, coming thick and fast. And with the sprinters losing ground, maybe, yeah, who would chase this back? Maybe Israel, maybe Intermarché, maybe Movistar. They haven't really got anyone to finish this off, I think. Team Miss Melissa Bike saying, but with racing like this, the day finale, the hardest part is still to come. Try to do it, saving a little bit of energy, guys. I mean, coming from you guys, the guys you treat chipping away at everyone, yeah, quite strange. But the gap to the Mathieu van der Poel Wout van Aert group has ballooned up here. It's 35 seconds now, so it's not the 22 seconds anymore. So that's a bit worrying signs for many Mathieu van der Poel and Wout van Aert fans, myself included. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to. Well, I think they will close the gap, and for sure over the next uncategorized climbs, we might see that gap close. But subscribe to the channel if you haven't already as well. Smash the like button. Let's try and get to 250 likes. We're on 231. And welcome to everyone who subscribed as well today. Yeah, has been a good stream so far. But EF Education Easy Post and Israel Premitech, it looks like they have given up the chase here. I don't think EF Education Easy Post was really chasing this. I think they were just making sure that they weren't going to be caught out for sure. I don't think this was a very intentful move by them. But yeah, strong group here, very strong group. And we'll wait and see if these two groups are going to be bridging up to each other. But for the time being, Israel Premitech looks like they have given up the chase. And yeah, Abrahamson is the man that is riding the hopes of Uno X right now, and we'll see if he can actually get his first stage win. Many of these riders up in front have never tasted success in the Tour de France. Fred Wright never won a stage in the Tour. Mara Schmidt only won a stage in the Giro. Ballerini never won a Grand Tour stage. Vuelta, has he won one there? No. And then obviously no win for Bogadot, no win for Abrahamsen. Yes, wins for Wout van Aert. No wins for Axel Laurens. No wins for Quinn Simmons. Quinn Simmons. No wins for Mathieu van... Well, yes, Mathieu van der Poel, obviously. We know that in the Giro and in the Tour de France. Arnaud Delis, no wins for him either. He's going to the 2 Quebec races as well. I haven't quite looked at the calendar, how it all fits together here with Rwanda and the World Championships, Quebec races, and the Vuelta a España. So it's a bit all over the place. It's a real World Tour calendar after this. But for the time being, it's looking very good here for many of the riders. Are we going to get a stage victory from Mathieu van der Poel? Tadej Pogačar? No, Tadej Pogačar's out of this. We can kind of limit where we think it's going to not come from. Mathieu van der Poel, probably. But we just want that battle, don't we? We want Mathieu van der Poel versus Wout van Aert. That is the battle we're all here for now. We're all praying to the cycling gods that this is the battle that is going to ensue later on the stage. Yeah, I think that would be absolutely fascinating to say the least. Yeah. We will wait and see, but it should be a fascinating stage with less than 33 kilometers to go here. We've got Arkea BNB rider just struggling. Who's this? Amrai Capito is the rider struggling. A bike change, shall we say. So we'll wait and see here. We'll wait and see. But it is going to be a fascinating one. This is a very, very fast one to say the least. Yeah, I'm quite interested by this. I think many of us are by what's happening with the break. But Groupama coming up towards the front here. So we will wait and see if Groupama can shut this down. I was surprised that we didn't have Romain Grégoire getting involved in the moves as well. But 48.5 kilometers is the average speed here of the stage today. So that is a very, very fast one. It might be the fastest one of this year's Tour de France. We'll get a confirmation, I think, of Pro Cycling Stats. We'll see. But EF Education Easy Post making sure that they're alert to all the moves as well. But a bit of movement here from Jonas Vingegaard and them. Doing their best. But the Haute-Kam coming up tomorrow, that's what we're all interested about. 24 seconds for that second Wout van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel group. Still to make up on the Fred Wright, Schmidt, Ballerini, Bogadot and Jonas Abrahamsen group. So they're not quite getting that gap as far down as we were hoping or thinking at least. So yeah, less than 32 kilometers to go here of the stage. Are we going to see big moves happening right now in the front group at any point? They're doing a very, very good, very good teamwork at the front, these 5 riders, to keep that second 5-man group at bay. You have to say, they're doing a very good job to just make sure that those big favorites don't get brought back into this, into this fold. And yeah, you don't really want to bring Mathieu van der Poel and Wout van Aert into this kind of scenario. But Arnaud Delis as well, danger man. If he can sustain that Cat 3 climb, he potentially is the fastest sprinter. But obviously, Wout van Aert is a very fast guy when it comes to a sprint as well. He's already finished second in this year's Tour where he followed the wheel of Jonathan Milan. So we can't discount him in this kind of scenario if they do everyone comes back. But 2 minutes and 19 seconds for the peloton being led on by Groupama FDJ. Jonathan Milan's absolutely out of this as well. In terms of the stage today, I don't think we're going to be seeing him getting involved. He finds himself more than 4 minutes down on the front group. But obviously there's more days to come. There's Haute-Kam to come for the sprinters to survive. So I think they need to think it through. But yeah, some people are thinking that it might just be a stage win for a sprinter. Still can be. But I think Binyam Gamay not getting involved in the breakaway was a bit of a mistake, to be honest. They probably should have done something. But 30 kilometers to go here for the front quintet. And they still have a margin of 22 seconds on the Wout van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel group. And the 3 other stowaways, well, not really, they're all working fairly well together. Quinn Simmons, Arnaud Delis and Axel Laurens, a very, very strong group. Axel Laurens and Mathieu van der Poel were teammates last year at Alpecin. No longer teammates, obviously. So, yeah, we'll see if Ineos can get a stage win. Obviously, Bahrain, no stage win for them. Jaco Alula, no stage win for them either after trying with Ben O'Connor on stage 10. No stage win for Astana so far, so that's why Ballerini's up there. No stage win for Macho Bogado and Total Energies. Uno X still waiting for their very first stage win of their team's existence in the Tour de France. Little Trek have tasted success this year with Giant of Milan. And Lotto Arnaud Delis is probably their chief card. They've also got Leonard van Eertveld, but yeah, Arnaud Delis presents a very good opportunity here. 23 seconds between Quintet 1, Quintet 2. So we'll wait and see. This is going to be a spicy one, potentially, all the way to the finish. And yeah, I'd love to see a win from Mathieu van der Poel or Wout van Aert. Or just a battle between those two. That would be epic, to say the least. But is that going to happen? We'll wait and see. For the time being, it is, yeah, a bit of movement happening. Are we going to get a radio message? Radio message, Lotto. Oh no, it's incredible what you're doing, and it's not over yet. You are with champions. You're with champions, and you're going to get the top result for your wife too and your family. Wow, he's got a wife. He's super young. What was it? 23. So he's already been married. So 20 seconds here. These guys still have to make up here, but it is a very fast, or very heavy, well, a very strong breakout towards the front as well. So strong riders in both quintets, and whoever wins, if this breakaway stays all the way to the finish, is gonna have fought very hard, to say the least. So we'll wait and see, but this stage is unfolding in a very interesting manner, we have to say. But we will wait and see. It's a fascinating one, to say the least. Is it going to be a stage victory for the riders out in front? Are we going to see a charge from the peloton that they have been flirting with? I'm not too sure now. I'm not too sure. I think it might just be one for the breakaway at this stage. So, yeah, I think the breakaway have maybe got this in the bag, but we don't want to count their chickens too soon. They're doing a phenomenal job to keep on the pressure as well. It's turning more into kind of a classic stage. And 2 minutes and 17 seconds for the front group. 18 seconds to make up. And it is coming down a bit now for that second quintet with Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert. They're rolling through very, very well now. They're rolling through very well. So maybe we will just see a bit of an interesting result. Well, when those top guys come... what I'm saying is when that 5-man group comes from behind, the danger is that we couldn't get a bit of group 2 dynamics as well in that front group, and hopefully they will just be able to sustain themselves, and we will see a very interesting battle between that 10-man group when it comes to it. So let's pray that they don't look at each other and the breakaway get them, or the peloton get themselves back into contention. We want to see the breakaway win this for sure. 21 seconds now. 21 seconds is up and down, really. It's up and down. It's not really anything set here. So it's up and down still. Still very much up and down. I didn't think it was going to be up and down like this. I thought they might have just given up. But they haven't given up just yet. But are we going to get a stage win from Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert, Arnaud Delis, Quinn Simmons? There's a lot of riders who are in the mix for potentially a stage win. Many of these riders never having tasted success at the Tour de France either. So that would be an incredible day for them if they are able to do it. But for the time being, 26.6 kilometers, 19 seconds, 18 seconds for the Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert group. They're doing their best to just keep the pressure tight. But that front group is doing a very good effort as well to just keep this margin they have alive as well. So they're doing a very good job here to just keep that pressure very, very well. Keep it very strong out as well. But EF Education, the Easy Post coming to the front now. They're just trying to police the effort as well. keeping the tension up. They lost Marian Vandenberg recently as well, so he's no longer in the race. So not quite sure what they're thinking here. Are they thinking to launch off Kasper Eskain if they get it too close? But it's 2 minutes 25 seconds. 25.8 kilometers still to go here. Are they just riding? Well, not for the sake of riding, but to defend the jersey. At the front, we're seeing a bit of movement here. Ballerini hits out. He probably thinks he's the worst climber out of this group, so it's best to attack. So he's trying to just feel out the other guys as well. Ballerini, what can he do here? Just make sure to keep everyone else a bit awake. Just keeping the pressure on as well. Keeping the pressure on. Mara Schmidt and the rest, they just fall back in line here. So the bit of movement there from Ballerini just being brought back here. So, yeah. Still a very interesting situation. They haven't closed the gap. They can see that front 5-man group as well. So they can see them if they look up. So that will be a bit of a carrot for these guys in that second quintet move. But it is very much a breakaway battle here for the stage win, we presume, with the break having more than 2 minutes of an advantage and only 2 minutes and 24.9 kilometers still to go. We've got 2 more categorized climbs for the riders still to tackle, and we'll wait and see if this is going to do any damage, if we're going to see any riders try and lift the pace and get rid of the other breakaway riders. But this stage is a very, very fast one, to say the least. We probably didn't think it was going to be this fast. And at this rate, we're going to get the recap race analysis on the Cycling Day Extra channel out on a very good time. So thank you, GC riders, for that. And yeah, we have, of course, got our podcast as well, which I hope you're all subscribed to. Many of you are, so I really do appreciate that. We'll get Jens Vogt back on that podcast as well. He's very eager to come back. So he has, of course, been busy at the Tour in that first 10 days being on the motorbike. But for the time being, 24 kilometers to go. We still only have two climbs remaining. Wout van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel, Arnaud Delis, Quinn Simmons, Axel Laurent, all very strong riders, but they're not in the lead. They're 21 seconds down. They're right now being kept at bay by these guys out in front. Mathieu Bogador, Jonas Abrahamsen, Ballerini, Mara Schmidt, and Fred Wright. These guys are doing a very, very good ride to keep these riders behind them at bay. So the classics all-stars behind them are very much meeting their match here. So they are not bringing themselves back into contention just yet. And we'll wait and see if they can do something. But for the time being, it's a very close affair at the front in terms of stage 11 of this year's Tour de France. Toulouse to Toulouse. And who is going to lose this? Oh, that was so bad. The stage here in the breakaway. That was bad. Yeah, we'll wait and see. But yeah, can Jonas Vingegaard drop Tadej Pogačar tomorrow on the Tour to come? A lot of crazy tactics will for sure happen. We will definitely see that. But what's gonna happen on the stage tomorrow, we'll wait and see in the preview later today. But for the time being, 22.8 kilometers is all that's remaining on today's stage. This is a very thick and fast stage. There's a lot of riders getting involved here. Wout van Aert, Mathieu van der Poel, Arnaud Delis, any of these guys, we would love to see those guys winning the stage. Let's be honest. I would love to see Arnaud Delis winning. I'd love to see Mathieu van der Poel winning. Can they all win the stage? No. We can only have one winner. Who's going to be the one win here? So we'll wait and see. But Arnaud Delis, very fast finisher, as we know. Wout van Aert, extremely fast finisher as well. Fred Wright would need, well, he has quite a fast finish to him as well, but he would probably need to gallop away. There's a lot of riders in here that probably would want to gallop away and not have it come down to a sprint. It's a very flat inroads as well, so we'll wait and see what is going to happen here. Great to have 1,000 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. And is it going to be Mathieu van der Poel? Is it going to be Wout van Aert? That is the big question. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we're getting very close to 55,000 subscribers. And we're very close to 300 likes in this stream. So I'm sure we can find 13 people to smash the like button and subscribe. But for the time being, we still have that break out in front, that 5-man group: Ballerini, Mara Schmidt, Mathieu Bogado, Fred Wright, and Jonas Abrahamsen absolutely riding out of their skin here to keep the riders behind out of bay. Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert. Is this battle that we're hoping that we're going to see today going to be denied by these guys out in front? Maybe. Maybe they're going to rob us of what could have been an epic, legendary, another chapter to the Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert, history, lore. But for the time being, it's looking very good for the riders out in front here. Who's going to be winning the stage? That is the big question. Can Wout van Aert win this? Can Mathieu van der Poel win this? Can Axel Laurens get his first ever stage win as well? 25 seconds, 26 seconds. It's starting to disappear from them. It's starting to go away. And they'll have to do something if they're going to be able to react to this. But right now, Jonas Vingegaard, Tadej Pogačar, they're just in an armchair ride behind. But Tadej Pogačar potentially will try and do something here on the stage. What's going to happen? That is what we're waiting to see. But 21.3 kilometers. They have got one of these uncategorized climbs to play with. And then they've got two more categorized climbs. The first one is a Cat 4 climb, 1.4 kilometers at 6.9%. It's not the easiest Cat 4 climb. And then you've got the Cat 3 climb, 800 meters at 9.8%. It kicks up to around 12%. So there is a lot of things that can happen here on the stage. And these guys doing their best to just keep the pressure on. Mara Schmidt riding one incredible ride as well. Just keeping the pressure on. What can he do? That is the big question. Has he got any ammo left as well? Are these riders spent? Is one of the fastest stages of this year's stage as well. So that is going to have an influence on how this stage is raced. So a lot of things can still happen on the stage. But who's going to be winning it? That is the big question. Is it going to be Mathieu van der Poel? Is it going to be Wout van Aert? Is it not even going to be anyone in this five-man group? But Wout van Aert looks like he's just running out of what are we saying? Patience. He's just upping the tempo. What's the message? The group will take the stage win, Axel. Okay, be smart, be tough, and trust your instincts. Okay, mate, you can win the stage. So there we have it. Ineos Grenadier is telling Axel Laurens to be smart. To be smart. That is the message that they're telling him. Are they going to see a victory here? That is the big question. Are we going to see Ineos Grenadiers getting their first stage this year? We will wait and see. For the time being, it's looking very touch and go here if we are going to get a stage victory. But we will wait and see here. We will wait and see. I mean, from the breakaway. It's still, it's 3 minutes now. I think it's gone now. I think the peloton have given up. I think the peloton are just surrendering to the breakaway. So the breakaway is going to happen. And with that Ineos Grenadiers message, it's all over. But still 22 seconds. Still 22 seconds. So it's still a fairly big margin for the riders. We will wait and see what happens, but right now it is very much in the balance. We will wait and see, but it's certainly a close one. 19 seconds, 20 seconds, 19.7 kilometers to go. Uno X from behind. Uno X with Jonas Abrahamsen trying to do something. And we'll wait and see right now. We'll wait and see. But it's looking fairly interesting. So we'll wait and see. But Van der Poel, 19 seconds. The yellow jersey group, 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Wout van Aert just increasing the tempo. So we'll wait and see here. Wout van Aert, can he just lift the tempo here? He doesn't want to exert too much energy. And this is Group 2 dynamics playing out in front of our eyes. So yeah, I think we are seeing a bit of Group 2 dynamics happening in front of our very eyes. So that's a bit of a shame. We are seeing Group 2 dynamics. That could be what wins and loses this stage for many of these riders. So we are seeing a bit of Group 2 dynamics happening in front of our eyes. So we'll wait and see if this plays into anything. But for the time being, it's an interesting one, to say the least, with these big names out towards the front. Maybe we're going to see Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert really up the tempo over this next categorized climb. The Cat 4 climb 6.9%, but we've got 18.3 kilometers still to go here of the stage. 21 seconds. The yellow jersey group doesn't look too bothered with this, and maybe we're going to get a big thunderous attack from a Mathieu van der Poel. That was what we're all here for. Yeah, 18 kilometers to go. 18 kilometers to go. We're just waiting for that Cat 4 and the Cat 3 climb. That is where we're going to see some real differences being made here. Some real powerful moves from the riders. And maybe we're just going to see someone ignite an absolute bazooka Wout on the rest of the riders. Come on, Mathieu. We believe. We believe, Mathieu. All the Mathieu van der Poels in the comments, raise your hand. You can't really do that, can you? But yeah, we managed to get over 320 likes. And welcome to every single one of you who are watching as well. Great to have you all here. And we've got 17.3 kilometers left of the Tour de France stage 11, Toulouse to Toulouse. But who is going to lose this stage? I did it again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we will wait and see. We will wait and see what's going to happen. But it's still hovering around those 20 seconds margins there still. So yeah, they're not quite able to bring back that quintet that they've been chasing for a lot of kilometers here. Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert doing a blind of a job just to really push on. And yeah, are we going to see something happening on this stage? Tim Wellens, trouble from Tim Wellens. Yeah, maybe he's easing up, just taking it easy. Obviously, we know this Melissa bike, they're trying to sabotage all the rest of the team of UAE Team Emirates. But yeah, we will wait and see. It's going to be an exciting one nonetheless tomorrow. The Haute Carme, I hope you all join us for that as well. I'll start it early so we can have a good chat about that. We've got the preview coming up on the Cycling Day Extra channel, and we've got an Action channel video coming up as well. So there's a lot of things to come tomorrow, some things to come today. We got the recap on the Cycling Day Extra channel and then on the podcast. But 16 kilometers to go here. That is all that's remaining. Mathieu van der Poel and Wout van Aert still have a gap of 20 seconds to make up. They've got that Cat 4 climb. That is what they're embarking on now. 1.4 kilometers, 6.9%. Is this going to make a big change, a big inroads for them on that chase to that front quintet? 20 seconds, 19 seconds. We got that. 19, 20 seconds. So we're all thinking about that. We'll see where that is by the time they come to the top of this climb as well. 15.7 kilometers we got. Mathieu Bourgadeau working at the front here. There'll be, yeah, the messages of all these guys will be, you're a champion, you're so strong, we believe in you. Those messages will be flying around the ears of all these guys for sure. For sure. So we'll wait and see, but it's looking fairly interesting what's going to happen here. 1.3 kilometers at 6.8% is the official ones, or the official stats. So we will wait and see if they're going to be able to do this. They're doing everything in their power to just keep this up. Wout van Aert up there, looking very strong right now. So Wout van Aert, yeah, just going to the team card. See, Mathieu van der Poel. No, still up there towards the front. Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert dragging this group up, but the gap has extended to 27 seconds. The front group have 1.1 kilometers left of this climb, but the gap is ballooning up a bit, ever so slightly, a few seconds. So that is a bit worrying for these guys. Not really what they had on the program, if we're honest. They want to try and do their best, keep up the plan of bringing these guys back. But the guys out in front, being led by Abrahamsen, are doing a very good job to just keep this distance as much as possible. What can they do? Just keeping that tension tight in the chains. But yeah, other riders also helping. Mathieu Bourgadeau as well. All these guys are just making sure that the pressure is kept on, that they're not feeling the pressure from the group behind. That very strong group that they are matching right now very well, very bravely, and they're doing an absolutely incredible ride to keep this pace on. So Are we going to see the stage won by this first? Actually, that should be our next poll. Which of these groups are going to win? Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert, they're just trying to keep this pressure on as well. Oh, this is looking very tight now. This is looking very tight in terms of what's going to happen. Group 2 dynamics happening in that second group, I think. Who is going to be winning this stage? That is the big question. Who? Oh, Quinn Simmons attacks. He's tired of this. Quinn Simmons attacks. Who will win the stage? Who will win the stage? And Quinn Simmons just attacks here. Quinn Simmons, he knows a good attack will just shred that absolute advantage that they have right now. But who's going to be winning this stage? That is the big question. Are we going to see Mathieu van der Poel? Wout van Aert, Arnaud Delis will need to try and do something here as well. But Quinn Simmons just throws down the hammer. He's the first one in that second group. And he's almost bridged up to that front quintet. So the power being put on here by the American, absolutely incredible. What a fantastic drop of power there by him. Absolutely wattage bazooka there. And now the front 5 riders might be a bit nervous now, because now Abrahamsen, he hits out. Abrahamsen hits out. Ballerini, who was distance, is caught by Quinn Simmons. So now Abrahamsen just hits out. Mara Schmidt sits on his wheel. And this is the exciting part now. Now we're getting into some real interesting racing. The Group 2 dynamics looks like it's going to be playing out a bit more potentially. Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert, where are you, our legends of the sport? We want to see you two absolutely play this out here. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen behind. But yeah, Quinn Simmons just ever so slightly increasing the pace there. Ever so slightly just hitting a thunderbolt. 3 minutes and 38 seconds for the guys behind the peloton. But right now it's looking like the splintered group turns into Mara Schmidt and Jonas Abrahamsen, 2 very strong riders, and we'll see what they can do here. But the peloton not really answering any call, not really answering anything. So we'll wait and see what they can do. But they are very much having a bit of an easier day, and they're doing a very good ride at the moment. So the peloton, or the breakaway out in front, but the peloton just making sure that they're keeping the pressure on. But Movistar trying to move off the front. This is one of those days where we could maybe see one of the top 18, top 20 riders just get off the front as well and getting back maybe a few seconds. We've seen that in the past as well. But a thunderbolt of an attack there by Quinn Simmons. Absolutely incredible to see by him. But yeah, right now at the front, 16 seconds. Jonas Abrahamsen with Mara Schmidt on the wheel. What could have been here. But for the time being, it's a very strong group at the front. Abrahamsen, Mara Schmidt, the Norwegian with the Swiss rider. Are we going to see some real moves happening? That is the big question. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very touch and go now, whether these guys are actually going to be winning this stage. Maybe this has just been led up the road. Group 2 dynamics at its finest, maybe again. Guys, Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert, what happened, guys? What happened? We thought that you guys were going to thunderbolt your ways to a victory. Where is that? 11.9 kilometers still to go here. 3 minutes and 36 seconds. The group, or the dynamic on, well, the racing situation on the road. Mara Schmidt, Abrahamsen. Then we got Mathieu Bogodo chasing. Quinn Simmons is with Fred Wright is what we're getting. And we've got Ballerini is with Wout van Aert, Laurens Van der Poel, and Arnaud Delis. So these guys are very much spread across the road right now. But Mara Schmidt and Abrahamsen, they're really just upping the tempo here. We've got Quinn Simmons is around the 3rd or 4th rider on the road right now. So it's a very, very tight situation. Anything can happen. If anyone looks for a bit too long, if someone skips their turn, it can absolutely blow up in their face here. This is a very, very close one, to say the least. Is Mathieu van der Poel winning this stage? Who is winning this stage, guys? It's looking very close now. 11.1 kilometers to go. Abrahamsen, Mara Schmidt. These guys are just pushing on as much as they can. What are they going to do? But Quinn Simmons, has he got more in the tank? We have Mathieu van der Poel's group is 30 seconds down on these guys. We still have one more categorized climb, so we're going to have to see a Van der Poel Thunderbolt or Wout van Aert Thunderbolt here if they're going to be able to close this up. Wout and Mathieu, maybe they're kind of like, I would rather see him lose than see him win, so I'm not going to do anything. We'll wait and see. Remember, we have, of course, got our Cycling Dane podcast, so be sure to check that as well in the chat, and that would be a great help for us. But for the time being, almost inside the last 10 kilometers of the stage. And thank you to everyone who's subscribed to the channel and given super likes as well. I really do appreciate every single one of you being here. But check out the Cycling Dane podcast. If you do listen to podcast, we will have Jens Vogt back on that as well very shortly. But 10.2 kilometers, 21 seconds here. Mathieu van der Poel finds himself in an annoying situation. 33 seconds down. And Wout van Aert and Mathieu van der Poel looks like they have just spited each other and are not going to be working together. And that is also to the detriment of Axel Laurent and Arnaud Delis. But these guys could work together as well. They are rolling through, but they've still got 34 seconds to make up. 13 seconds to make up on Fred Wright, Quinn Simmons, and Mathieu Bourgodeau. So these guys need to do something. It's looking, interesting scenario for the guys out in front. We could have the first stage victory of this year's Tour de France for either Mauro Schmidt or Jonas Abrahamsen. Obviously, Uno X have never tasted success in the Tour de France, and this would be a very popular victory for them. Equally, Mauro Schmidt has never won a stage in this year's Tour, and Jaco Al-Ula has had a lot of bad luck with Eddie Dunbar leaving the race, Ben O'Connor crashing out of the GC and crashing. So this would be a very good victory for them to lift morale as well. So we'll wait and see. But 9.5 kilometers still to go of the stage. This is going to be a fascinating one. Fascinating run-in. We're not seeing any of them really lifting the tempo here. We're on that final categorized climb. 800 meters at 12.4%. So this is going to be interesting. Now Mathieu van der Poel is just pushing on as much as possible. Well, not really. Wout van Aert up there as well. They're not really pushing. Arnaud Delis just doing everything he can to just keep the tempo up. Great to have so many channel members in the chat as well. There will be a competition for you guys as well and the subscribers. So another reason to subscribe where we can get rid of some Tour de France merchandise as well. But for the time being, Mauro Schmidt and Jonas Abrahamsen are just feeling the plaudits of the cycling fans on the side of the road. The Swiss national champion, the man who wore the green jersey and the polka dot jersey of Jonas Abrahamsen. These guys just pushing on as much as possible. 39 seconds here for Mathieu van der Poel's group, and they have just looked at each other too much, unfortunately. Van der Poel, come on. Where's this thunder attack that we were hoping for? Wout. Mathieu. We're disappointed. We wanted to see a real big battle between these two juggernauts, but yeah, looking like it's not one to be for them. It's looking like it's going to be all over. Oh, Van der Poel! Van der Poel! Van der Poel attacks! Van der Poel attacks! Van der Poel heard our call and he absolutely hits out here. Van der Poel, the French commentator, is going absolutely ballistic. Van der Poel just hits out. Thunderbolt coming here. Thunderbolt. Quinn Simmons can't follow. Wout van Aert is distance. Axel Laurent's distance. And now the Mathieu van der Poel Express is absolutely exploding. Oh, this Thunderbolt by Mathieu van der Poel is going to be absolutely incredible. He fires his way up this climb, but is it a little too late? Has he left it too late? He's got about 20 seconds in arrears of those two riders up in front. And Wout van Aert scrambling to follow the wheels as well. Many of these riders not expecting this. And Mathieu van der Poel recovering after his good effort. That huge breakaway. Thunderbolt there from him. Absolute thunderbolt from Mathieu van der Poel. Doing his best to just explode the race once more. Wow, it's still alive, guys. The stage is still alive. Visma Lease Bike coming to the front here. They're trying to pressure all the other teams in the peloton. So we'll wait and see what they can do here. But Mathieu van der Poel just exploding the race there. That was good to see. Good to see. Very good to see. Now we get Visma Lease Bikes Campeonato, who's really being worked hard here in this year's Tour de France. Really putting the pressure on the other riders. And EF Education Esports rising to the challenge. And I think Kevin Vauclain is attacking now. So Kevin Vauclain, those of us who thought that it was going to be a bit of a quiet stage for the yellow jersey group are just seeing Kevin Vauclain hit out. Kevin Vauclain, and Ben Healy tries to respond, but Kevin Vauclain, who looked very good here, just hits out. Absolutely thunder punch there a bit from Kevin Vauclain. No real response from Tadej Pogačar, Jonas Vingegaard. But this sharp, steep climb, Vauclain sees as a launching pad. Right now, he's absolutely brimming with confidence, thundering up this climb. And this is a very good move by Kevin Vauclain. If he can just sneak a few seconds, maybe he's going to feel it felt in a few, well, tomorrow. That could happen, but for the time being, he's trying to absolute motor up this climb. We're seeing Visma Lease Bike, they're trying to keep this under wraps as well. But right now, at the front, we still have Mara Schmidt. We still have Jonas Abrahamsen working well together. So now, this break is looking like they might have done it. There's 27 seconds between them and Mathieu van der Poel. There's nothing left in terms of this. So, yeah, there's no categorized climb. There's no nothing. So, who will win the stage? That is the big question now. Who will win this stage? Yeah, will it be Mathieu van der Poel? Will it be Abrahamsen in that front group together with Mara Schmidt? These two riders, the Swiss man and the Norwegian man, are up towards the front now. So, yeah, this yellow jersey group just getting not caught out, but they're just riding formation now with Vauclain just doing his best. Now Vingegaard is hitting out here. So Vingegaard tries to catch Tadej Pogačar off guard. Remco Evenepoel up there as well. So yeah, Vingegaard doesn't think he's gonna save his legs for the Tour to come tomorrow. Fair enough. But yeah, Visma Lease Bike trying to use every single piece of parkour to attack here. So Vingegaard attacks. We saw Vauclain attack, but at the front, we're just waiting. Remco Evenepoel keeping the riders under wraps here. Have they distanced the yellow jersey? No, the yellow jersey's still there. Visma Lease Bike still just putting on the pressure a bit here. Visma Lease Bike just putting on the pressure a bit. So, yeah, the legs are being used up here for Visma Lease Bike. Bit of action there by Jonas Vingegaard. Bit of action for a few of the riders. So, yeah, interesting moves there. But now Matteo Jorgensen comes to the front. We're still waiting for that front end of the race as well. Who's going to be winning this stage? That is the big question. 18 seconds between Mathieu van der Poel and this front duo. So the front duo is still working well together. We're almost at 400 likes as well. And let's try and see if we could find 100 of you to subscribe. I'm sure we can find 100 subscribers. We're getting close to 55,000 subscribers. And of course, we are going to do the Horticam stage tomorrow. We're 51 subscribers away from 55,000 subscribers. I'm sure we can find some of you to subscribe. But for the time being, Mathieu van der Poel is trying to chase down this front duo. But even if he does catch them, it's going to be a bit of a nervous one for him. How much energy has he spent? He's got about a 14-second gap to the Wout van Aert, Axel Laurens, and Mathieu Bourgadeau group. So it's looking pretty touch and go. It's up in the air right now. 44.7 kilometers to go here still. Someone trying to just move off the front. Is this Remco Evenepoel? Who's this moving off the front? No, it's a UAE rider, I think. Yeah, we're just seeing it's quite hard with the white jersey. Yeah, it's Narvaez. Narvaez just moves off the front here, forcing Visma Lease Bike just to do the chase. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Anything can happen on the stage. Anything can still happen. 4.2 kilometers to go. 4.2 kilometers to go. Anything can happen right now. And what is happening? Attacks. Oh, crash! Tadej Pogačar! Tadej Pogačar crashes! Tadej Pogačar crashes! Oh, you don't see this very often. And Tadej Pogačar, the three-time Tour de France champion, has crashed. There is no gifts given here. And are they going to wait for him? Tadej Pogačar crashes. Holy moly. Holy moly. We were not expecting this. So Tadej Pogačar has crashed. 3.8 kilometers to go here. Now we have a stage and a half of an ending. Wowza. Wowza, wowza, wowza. Tadej Pogačar crashes. Oh my goodness. What happened? Let's see what happened. It was... got chopped there. Just falling. That is not what you want to happen. Anything can happen, as we say. And Tadej Pogačar crashing on this stage was certainly not on our bingo card. So, yeah. He's about 21 seconds down here. 21 seconds down. Tadej Pogačar crashing. Wow, that is not what we were expecting, was it? This is not what we were expecting. And right now, this is a bit up in the air. Now Tadej Pogačar could be losing a bit of time, potentially. Is he going to be losing time now? Oh, are they going to try and benefit off this crash? Are they going to show him? Are they going to show him some respect? But he hasn't got the yellow jersey, so he doesn't command the same level of respect. They are setting up, I think. I think they are setting up. Yeah, so they are setting up. EF Education, Easy Post, are they going to do anything? Tadej Pogačar is going to get himself back. So a bit of sportsmanship from Visma Lease Bike. They've tried to hit him every single time, every single incline. But they don't want to take time on him crashing. So Tadej Pogačar, yeah. Strange, wasn't it? But Pogačar is back. Pogačar is back. So we had a bit of excitement there. But yeah, he's back in it. 2.5 kilometers. Mathieu van der Poel. We can't even remember this situation. But Mathieu van der Poel has about 11 seconds to make up if he's going to bridge this gap. I don't think it's going to happen at this point now. 11 seconds. He really needs to dig deep if he's going to be able to bridge up to the front guys. This is an interesting situation right now, but I think it is going to be between Abrahamsen and Mauro Schmidt. These guys are absolutely incredible, to say the least. But are we going to see this happening? That is the big question. 2 kilometers is what's left. 2 kilometers is what's left. Mauro Schmidt versus Jonas Abrahamsen. Is it going to be this that decides it? Mathieu van der Poel still has a bit of distance if he's going to make it up to these guys. But chapeau to everyone letting Tadej Pogačar get back there. And yeah, 333 Wheeler says they will regret waiting. Yeah, they didn't have the yellow jersey. He didn't have the yellow jersey. There was absolutely no reason to sit up there. But, I mean, chapeau to them for sitting up. Yeah, did he lose time on Jonas? Mauro Schmidt versus Jonas Abrahamsen. We'll wait and see. We will wait and see. Great to have the Hamburglar as well in the chat. But Mathieu van der Poel, it's going to be agonizingly close for him. He is going to be picking up a few green jersey points, so he will catapult himself a bit higher up in that standing. But for the time being, 1.3 kilometers still to go here up the stage. Yeah, should they have waited? That should be a good poll for us as well. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't have the jersey. Should they have waited for Pogačar? There you go. But for the time being, inside the last 900 meters for that front duo, who's going to be winning it? Mauro Schmidt versus Abrahamsen. This is going to be an epic one. Abrahamsen could write history for Uno X. They've never taken a stage win as a team. This is going to be an epic one. Will Mathieu van der Poel be the first man, be the man on first row to see potentially hit history in the making, with Mauro Schmidt never having tasted a win in the Tour de France before. He's won in the Giro d'Italia in the past, but he's going to be leading it out here. Mauro Schmidt reluctantly leading it out. It's a track sprint. Mathieu van der Poel coming from behind. Abrahamsen, what's he going to do here? Abrahamsen, he might just be the man hitting out here. He hits out. He is going to... Oh, no, he's teasing Mauro Schmidt. He hits out now, and now it's Abrahamsen versus Mauro Schmidt. These two guys head-to-head. It's Deco Ayula versus Uno X. Abrahamsen, there's many protesters on the side of the road. That was... Who was that? Who was that? There was protesters running out. That just, yeah... Tadej Pogačar, Mathieu van der Poel in third place here. Wout van Aert, he will have to settle for maybe a fourth place there. But yeah, that was an interesting finish to say the least. We'll have to wait and see. They're saying Jonas Abrahamsen wins the stage. Jonas Abrahamsen has taken the stage win. Wowza. And we're waiting for the second group as well. We're getting Mathieu Bogador opening it up here. Fred Wright opening it up. This is for 4th place. Mathieu Bogador looks very incentivized to get this. Wout van Aert just opening the sprint as well. What can he do? Wout van Aert wants that 4th place. Arnaud Delis, what could have happened? What could have been? Oh, Arnaud Delis 4th place. So Arnaud Delis, if they had brought this back, maybe he could have won it. So what could have been? But yeah, protesters there at the end. Ballerini coming towards the front. Of course, we'll get you the top 10 as well. Make sure to head over on the Cycling Day and Extra channel as well. We've got plenty of things going on over there if you want to see that. And if you haven't already, check out the Cycling Day in Action channel. But Jonas Abrahamsen winning the stage, that was not on my bingo card this today. So very, very good riding by them. And Jonas Abrahamsen, what a good ride by them. And shout out to the Cycling Dane podcast as well. Check that out if you haven't already. We need more subscribers, so give us more of them as well. But yeah, I know a lot of you have already subscribed to that. But Abrahamsen versus Mara Schmidt, that would have been annoying for the riders to see those guys or that protester getting in the way. But yeah, we're just waiting for the other riders as well to come in, and we'll get you the top 10 of the start of the stage as well. Gonna head over and do the recap race analysis in a bit as well with Jack. So Jack is gonna be our stand-in for Patrick and Ewan as well. So yeah, maybe we'll get Jens Vogt as well on that. But we're coming inside the last few kilometers here for these guys. But yeah, what an idiot on the road. Absolutely crazy. But Uno X, what a result. First stage win for the Norwegian outfit. That is going to be a win that they're going to remember for a very long time. Absolutely chapeau to them. Absolutely incredible. And we'll wait and see what they do here. Remember, we are doing the Hautacam stage tomorrow as well, so be sure to join me for that. We got many things happening on the various different channels. So we'll wait and see. And there is going to be a video on the Cycling Day in Action channel tomorrow, I promise. It's been a bit of a dormant one, but we're getting the GC riders. They're coming inside the last 600 meters. It is Tudor Pro Cycling leading it out. We'll see what they can do here. Binyam Gamay, is he up towards here to get some green jersey points? No, Navajas is up here. Julien Philippe is just sprinting in this sprint as well. So Julien Philippe just making himself known towards the front. But yeah, a lot of nervousness there. But we're also seeing Alpecin. I think this is Caden Groves potentially. So a few green points there as well. So a very, very interesting stage. And we will pick apart all the different things, to say the least. But we'll get the top 10 for you guys. The green jersey, we'll see how that's been reflected as well. Let's just have a look. But I mean, the Norwegians, Sara, our member, Sara, community member, will be very happy about that. Oh, it was Dainese. It wasn't Julien Philippe. It was Dainese trying to sprint for those minor points, I think. But a day where many people will be thinking of what could have, should have, would have happened. And Wout van Aert and Mathieu van der Poel, unfortunately, it wasn't the day. It wasn't the day. Yeah, we've got the top 15 here. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Plenty of you have subscribed today, so thank you to every single one of you. We'll just see all of you flash up as well. But Jonas Abrahamsen taking the win. What a stage. His first Grand Tour win. Doesn't win many times, but when he does, it's really potent, to say the least. Mara Schmidt, commiserations to him. Very good riding in this year's stage as well. And third place for Mathieu van der Poel. What could have been 7 seconds is what separates him and the rest. So what a shame for him. Mathieu van der Poel, that second stage is always eluding him in a Tour de France. And then we got Arnaud Delis, 4th place, best of the rest in that group. What could have been for him as well. Axel Laurent, Wout van Aert in 5th place. Axel Laurent in 6th place. Fred Wright in 7th place. Good top 10 for him. Anyway, Macho Bogador in 8th place, Quinn Simmons in 9th place, Ballerini in 10th place, and then we have Caden Groves getting 11th place there as well. But what an absolutely crazy result. The yellow jersey won't be changing hands. We'll see what is done to the top 10 in the GC as well. The green jersey, we're waiting for that classification, but wow, absolutely wow. That was a bit of a fantastic finish there for what it means for Abrahamsen and the other ones in terms of Uno X. I mean, this is an invite team. We don't often see invite teams winning stages, and this is a non-French invite team as well, so they had to really justify their presence at the race, and they have well and truly done that. Well and truly done it with this race. The man who wore the polka dot jersey and the green jersey in last year's race. But we have still got Healy leading with 29 seconds down to Tadej Pogačar. We're waiting for the green jersey as well. But yeah, what an interesting one to say the least. We will get an exit poll as well. So we'll make sure to get an exit poll. Great to have so many people subscribing on today's stream. And great to have so many people here in the chat as well. Who will win tomorrow? Let's do that. Who will win tomorrow? Vingegaard, Pogačar, Remco, or other. Let's say that. But wow, what an immense finish there. Absolute immense finish. What are we saying as well? Should they have waited for Pogačar? No, the Tour waits for no one. I mean, if you had the yellow jersey, maybe. But 60% of you said that, yes, they should have waited for him. So, bit of sportsmanship. So, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. But, yeah, I mean, losing those 20 seconds wouldn't have done anything to Tadej Pogačar. So, we'll wait and see. But, yeah, we're just waiting for the green jersey as well. The white jersey obviously hasn't changed hands. Lenny Martinez will have had a good day in that polka dot jersey as well. The yellow jersey, nothing changing for that as well. So, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. But for the time being, it's looking fairly good for Ben Healy right now. He's going to enjoy being in the yellow jersey. Where is he going to crack tomorrow? That is the question for many people. Is he going to crack tomorrow? He could maybe keep all the way to the top. He has a 29 second advantage on, yeah, on their man of Tadej Pogačar. So maybe. But commiserations to Quinn Simmons as well, because he looked very strong. We're still just waiting for that green jersey. We want to see what changes has been done, because Mathieu van der Poel did pick up some points courtesy of the, finishing third. What could have been for Biniam Girmay? Didn't happen. But yeah, what a good result there for Uno X Mobility. This is probably not what they were expecting. They didn't bring Alexander Kristoff to the race. They're thinking more about Tobias Hall Johannesson as well. But they got this opportunity, and what an opportunity this is. And they grasped it with two hands. And Abrahamsen absolutely did do a lot of work as well to be in that position. Ben Healy is the white jersey. Oh, I forgot about that. So it isn't actually Tadej Pogačar in that white jersey. Green jersey, where are you? We're still waiting. They're doing the calculations, but we're still waiting for that green jersey. So we'll wait and see. But obviously, I think John Milan is still going to be keeping that jersey. But are we going to see anyone else? As Rob said as well, please subscribe to the channel. Let's see if we can hit 50,000 subscribers. 55,000 subscribers right now. We've got 32 away from 55,000 subscribers. Only 32. I'm sure we can find 32 who have not subscribed, who's on the channel. But yeah, our exit poll, who do you think is going to win tomorrow? I'm just waiting for my second presenter as well to come for the recap race analysis, and the green jersey as well. Where is the green jersey? That's the big question. But we're seeing riders coming in here as well. Vlasov, is he going to be going in the break? Obviously, he's thinking more about his domestique duties. A former top 5 finisher in the Tour de France. The Russian riding on a white flag, obviously. But Abrahamsen and the like, they will be super happy about this. A very Norwegian team, as we know, and Uno X, absolutely incredible what they've done here. Come on, Pro Cycling Stats, where's the green jersey? You've seen all the finishers. Are they waiting for John to Milan? Is that what they're waiting for? yeah, obviously that wouldn't have changed. The yellow jersey didn't change at all either. So yeah, we will wait and see what happens here in the stage tomorrow. The Horticon returning, absolutely incredible one to say the least. And yeah, let's see if we can get 31 of you. Yeah. So we'll wait and see what happens. But for the time being, Mathieu van der Poel getting interviewed. Let's hear what he says. He said in the end, he's happy with his race. He didn't feel super good, he said. But we'll wait and see. But for the time being, Mathieu van der Poel, what could have been? Should he have won? There's many things that could have happened. But for the time being, it's looking interesting what going forward, what was happening. Miss Melissa bike, a bit of sportsmanship by them, so that was very good to see. So everything can happen. They want to win, but they don't want to. Yeah, we will wait and see. Yeah, we will see. But anyways, that's basically it for the stage. I don't think we're going to get the green jersey. We're going to do the recap race analysis on the Cycling Day Extra channel. So we will wait and see what happens. But for the time being, thank you to every single one of you who subscribed, all of you who donated as well. That was super kind as well. And hit the like button, subscribed. And I will see you all again tomorrow. And make sure to check out the Cycling Day podcast.